do you know that feeling of regret? Ataupun do you understand that feeling of regret? That understand where kau sit down, kau akan dapat that feeling, kenapa aku tak buat ni dulu? I can never go back to time tau. Yeah, but like how much you understand? Do you understand it enough to make a change right now? Or do you just acknowledge and you just know je? Sebab kalau kau tengok Close Kejap punya podcast, KJ macam ada pakai roadcaster ke tau. Roadcaster yang kecil tu, yang macam TikTok selalu tu kan. And then dia ada mic juga depan dia.
Oh, dua mic lah.
Aku tak sure. Maybe
dia pakai clip dengan ni.
Maybe dia blend audio tu, and then dia ambil the lows, and then dia ambil mid.
Itu
then,
pun ada HDR ke?
And then after that maybe macam itu maybe backup audio. Tapi kalau dorang gabung, mungkin itu yang buat dia crispy.
Possible.
Sebab kau tahu macam bila ni siapa? Sofeliana lah dia cerita itu kan. Kalau dia buat lagu dengan Malik suka letak macam a few layers of vocals ke bawah tu supaya it sounds a little bit thick, apa semua tu. So macam
itu nak buat music tau. You implemented music ke dalam podcast suara kan.
Suara lah. Macam I feel like betul lah. Macam also Safwan pun cakap agak kan, macam kau boleh tengok bola tanpa tengok the video, and kau just boleh dengar je.
Betul.
Punya penting je dengar tu, the senses tu dengar tu. So that's why aku macam okay lah. Right.
Selamat datang ke rancangan Borak Space.
Yes. Terima kasih kerana invite saya.
Kita ada guest kita iaitu Hakim Parker.
Go. Wish hari tu dah buat dengan Tinker, sekarang buat sini balik.
Tu. How was that dengan ni?
Betul.
Nice ke?
Tak masuk ke?
Try cakap.
Test. Hello.
Okay.
Masuk. Aku rasa kita boleh naikkan gain dia sikit kan.
Aku dah dengar dah. Okay je.
Tu kau punya kan second. No, tu betul lah.
Test.
Okay, alright.
Test.
I'm sorry.
Hello. Hi.
Thank you Hakim sebab datang.
Sama-sama. Sama-sama. Betul clear Betul clear. Okay, alright. Soal tak aku
double test. Betul.
Okay. Alright, aku dah nervous lah. Audio masalah is not my favorite problem. Audio masalah is not my favorite problem.
Faham.
Guys kita yang tolong editkan video.
So finally kita dapat tengok lah siapa yang edit video podcast kita selama ni, which is Hakim Parker.
Agak butuh agak intro. Stop. God damn. How are you, Deep?
Okay though. Thanks for inviting you lah.
To be fair kan, kau like one of the guests yang aku every time aku TikTok live kan, malam-malam kan, a lot of people always kata macam nak invite Adib balik.
Shit. Actually I read the comments jugalah macam okay people like the ni.
Betul.
Orang suka sembang pasal mental issues, It's fun to talk about that. Bukanlah fun macam to let people know.
Betul.
Betul. So aku dah tengok dah korang masa Iskandar dengan Daniel punya podcast tu.
Ada komen tu.
Lawak bodoh. And then you guys decided to like buat comedy out of that macam best bodoh. Bila gila macam aku gelak-gelak. Lawak. Padahal dalam situasi tu sedih bodoh. Daniel nice though.
Props to Iskandar dengan Dan. They really found strength in what they were going through. Which is different actually. To be fair, macam time kita kenal dia, I would say both of them memang ada dorang punya a little bit of narcissistic tendencies. Tapi aku rasa every young adult ada that narcissistic tendency kan, macam like why is this happening to me, why is this going on in my life.
People tend to think that way kan. Ingat tak masa podcast dengan aku tu pun sama ke, aku fikir macam aku sort of fikir macam narcissisticnya aku macam, tapi in the end bukan pun.
It's like, not about you.
It's not.
It's not
that's
about
the best
you.
part tau. Masa aku dengar tu macam fuck, it's not about me bro. Fuck. Tak payahlah ni kan.
So macam over the years tengok diorang berubah and become so mature. Aku macam very proud of them lah. Not gonna lie.
The way they handle that. Jangan berak. Berak. Bukan berak.
Bukan ada kucing kalau kau. Which okay, honestly kan, aku terfikir agak pasal this one thought where it's not all about you. Sebab recently macam ada this one friend of mine, she just got off of a relationship, and then after that dia terus jump to a new relationship. So then after that the guy macam aku tak penting ke apa semua dalam hidup dia, I didn't mean anything blah 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 blah. And aku just take a step back and then macam I don't think it's about you though. I don't think she's doing it to hurt you. I think she's doing it because she just can't be alone.
Betul.
Right?
I mean in the moment lah kan, dia takkan nampak lah benda tu. No one sees the red flag if you are in that situation kan.
Betul. So then macam it got me thinking like there are a lot of things and they're not about you though. It's kind of a bit about them. Dia macam coincidentally you got hurt. But it was never the main purpose was for you to get hurt.
That's the thing.
They just probably that person is just afraid of being alone and cannot be alone. And because I think we all have friends yang macam dorang in a relationship for a while, a long-term relationship, and the moment the relationship habis, dorang single sekejap je. And then terus jump to the next person.
What's that like?
I don't know what that's like. Tapi macam I feel like these people are just people that cannot learn how to be alone.
Betul.
Macam kau dulu macam tu kan?
Macam tu aku dulu aku tak boleh nak bangun pagi tak tengok phone, tak ada good morning text, aku macam sedih. Sial lah. So macam benda tu lah. Tapi kalau macam situasi tadi kan, orang mesti akan anggap macam if ex dia couple dulu ke, siapa yang menang. Faham benda tu.
Faham
kan. There also like sayings yang macam apa ni, if you're the one that moved last into getting into a new relationship, if you're the last one to get into a new relationship, that means you love the person sincerely. Apa semua tu. Aku rasa macam that's like complete utter bullshit.
Sebab that was everything yang macam tu. It's like high school shit kan. Itu high school shit doh. Macam korang akan fikir macam benda tu besar gila. I need to get the relationship. Tak ada doh. Pas kau dah sampai 25, saya fikir balik macam bodohnya aku dulu. To chase something like that, kau faham?
Eventually macam down the line it doesn't matter. Okay, that girl or guy could jump into a new relationship already. Tapi macam if dia tak sort out dia punya feelings, dia tak really sort out being himself ke apa semua tu, boleh nampak lah how the tendencies will keep on going again and again and again. Aku just feel like everyone has to really go through maybe this is because Harik pun pernah pastikan pass this doctrine to me, and maybe also because aku also personally live it, so I can vouch for this idea lah, where after you end a relationship, I think it's really good for you to really be alone by yourself. You have to face that demon of like, I'm afraid of being alone.
Betul.
Because people don't realise that kan. To be alone, macam people are scared of that.
Betul.
Alone. Tapi macam once you embrace that,
betul. Itu apa yang aku cakap kat Hakim lah. Macam awal-awal tu macam aku macam tak boleh tak ada girlfriend. Tapi bila kau start macam duduk diam and kau fikir and kau tengok diri kau
kan.
And kau macam selama ni kau macam anggap macam dalam relationship kau adalah macam pasangan kau je masalah tau. Macam ni tak boleh. Tapi bila masa kau duduk diam and kau fikir pasal diri kau tu, kau macam shit, aku ada masalah juga.
Yes, doh. Itu expensive.
Macam tu.
Betul. So that's why like macam speaking of like being alone, aku rasa therapist aku said like the most beautiful thing about being alone. Aku ingat this was the last time I saw her. I think it was somewhere around 14 atau 13 February, something like that lah. Okay, early this year. And this is a two-part story. First, aku jumpa therapist aku, and then aku cakap lah macam, all my friends are busy right now. It's hard for me to macam talk to them apa semua tu. I don't have anyone to go to. I feel really alone. And then therapist aku kata macam, that's good. Macam, what the hell do you mean?
Kau marah dia.
Pasti saya duit aku.
That makes no sense. And then after that dia kata macam, I think it's really good that you are alone, because now you finally can listen to your own thoughts instead of hearing everyone else punya thoughts, and you need everyone to validate your own feelings. Now you can do that by yourself. You can sit down and really think. Not through everyone's point of view of you, but through your own point of view.
You experience yourself in outer body experience. You see yourself in a third person. Itu best though.
And aku macam, that's really good, because I used to be the type of person yang macam whenever something goes wrong, I would call a friend first, and then I would always macam tell them blah blah blah, because I needed them to validate what I was feeling. I always had to do that.
Berat tu.
Berat tu. It puts a strain on you and also
your friends,
on your friends.
people around you lah.
Betul. Because they can't always be your backing call.
Betul.
They kind of also, they have to give you some tough love sikit where we believe that you can get through this hard time.
Betul. Kadang-kadang ada yang kawan-kawan kita yang kasar yang macam, alah Adib buat je lah ni. Tapi macam that's the thing kita nak dengar. Tapi pada masa tu kita macam tak nak cakap dengan kau. Tapi your therapist make sense lah.
Tough love. And then and then like here's the part 2. The part 2 is like macam after 16 February aku remember like macam aku call member aku Amma, and then aku start crying, cakap pasal that problem. And then Amma pun kata kat aku macam, Kim, kau macam dah lemah tu sekarang, Kim. Sakit lah, sesak lah. Tapi dia memang say it out of love lah. Aku rasa that love Tapi macam it's true. Like I couldn't be alone. Aku takut sangat be alone.
Yes.
And aku nampak that in my best friend juga, where dia pun takut nak be alone. And so that made me wonder like macam maybe it's true what my therapist said, what Harit said, and what my friend Amma said. And then somewhere along the line, aku found this really beautiful quote where macam tu aku rasa Mufti Mac dia punya reel keluar. Mufti Mac bila cakap
dia punya TikTok akan keluar the right time.
The right time, bro. The right time.
Betul. Scary.
Speaking of Mufti Mac, before aku nak cakap, before aku try mencari Tuhan balik, agama-agamanya post tak sampai tak aku punya FYP ataupun aku punya reel tak sampai. It's just very artsy stuff. Sebab aku memang an artsy person. So aku memang nampak artsy stuff
apa yang kau like je.
Betul. And then somewhere along the line, memang time aku nak rapatkan balik diri aku dengan Tuhan, more agama things start to show up on my feed. Macam damn algorithm.
Algorithm bro.
Damn algorithm.
They listen to you bro.
Pada Allah kan. So then Mufti Mac pun ada cakap yang when there are going to be moments where Allah takes everyone away from you. And in those moments, that's when it's only you and Allah. So just for you just to build that connection again, Allah took everyone else away from you.
Faham tu.
My girlfriend, my friends, my family. Okay. No problem. Sorry. So like my ex-girlfriend, my friends, my family, my brother. Because brother aku tiba-tiba during that month memang tak ada kat rumah lah. Memang dia punya 9 to 5 sampai pukul 10, 12. So aku memang dalam rumah macam
Seorang-seorang lah.
How old were you on that?
This year though. This year, awal this year. So it was
this year you discover yourself of being alone kan?
Yeah. And not gonna lie, after discovering myself, macam banyak tu macam hidden traumas yang aku jumpa balik and understood balik. It's such a feeling
discovery lah.
Aku cakap kau pernah discover tak macam a sudden trauma of yourself?
Ada.
Okay, contoh.
Dia macam sebab as growing up tu memang aku ada tendencies of tanam everything masa kecil. Simpan
pendam feelings.
Something like macam masa kecil-kecil tu tak nak hadap sebab I was too young to hadap all that shit. Macam tak nak buang. Sampai satu tahap tu aku lupa benda tu. But as growing up tu dia macam
dia lalu balik
dia kan never run away from your trauma, never benam your trauma. Sebab it's gonna get to you later in your life.
Betul.
Sebab cara dia datang tu macam tengah nothing happen, tengah life is okay, but something macam dalam otak kita tu macam shit. Macam tu lah kadang macam bila kita hit the rough patch in life kan, dia mesti ada punya.
Betul.
You go through a life hard patch, dia macam faham tak? Nak cerita pun susah tu sebab berat tu benda tu.
Faham?
Cerita je lah ni.
Aku ada this one quote aku keluarkan, and I really like the quote where macam you can run from your problem as far as you can, but your problems will never stop chasing you.
Betul. Bro, that's actually me tu.
Betul tu.
I've been running kan.
Aku awal bulan tahun ni aku run from my problems lah. Banyak gila. And then one day aku demam, aku penat apa semua, tak boleh nak buat apa-apa activity to distract myself.
Kau kat Beridan.
Ayo. Ni trauma kau, time tu kena demam. No. Bro,
I know that feeling tu. Tapi kan kau okay, masa kau sakit tu, kau macam nak distract diri sendiri dengan sakit lain tak? Kau ada buat
Tak ada.
Sebab aku macam tu, aku macam masa tu aku tengah demam gak. Tapi macam demam tu sakit sangat. Macam okay lah, maybe kalau aku fikir sakit lain, aku lupa sakit ni.
Oh shit.
Aku tak tahu masalah apa tu.
Faham.
Tapi lagi sakit lah.
Faham.
Dia apa sakit lah.
Dia apa sakit?
Dia macam that advice macam bila kalau lutut kau gatal, kau tarik rambut kau. So kau rasa
Shit, aku tak pernah tahu siapa benda tu.
Kau tak pernah tahu benda tu. So macam ada
Aku
lah.
buat macam tu, aku kan okay lah, nampak normal. Tak ada dah. Dia work on your mental shit, bro.
No, there's like this mind trick. Ada lah kat Twitter atau kat Facebook apa semua tu, ataupun ni WhatsApp groups. Where let's say kau tengah gatal kat tangan kau kan, kau tak nak gatal apa semua tu, so kau tarik rambut kau. So kau rasa rambut kau sakit daripada kau rasa gatal tu.
It's like you distract your pain with other pain.
Daripada banyak-banyak pain, aku lebih rela hadap this pain. That kind of thing.
But you can do that in your brain sebab it's in your brain. Both is in your brain. Satu benda lah aku belajar masa kecil dulu. Macam aku tengok cerita apa tak, Rush Hour ke apa tak, dia orang cakap mind over body.
Faham?
Mind over body tu, it work dulu.
Faham?
But I don't know, sekarang body aku dah lemah kot. Dia macam aku dapat sakit je macam mind over body. Sakit lah. Okay.
Tak cukup kuat main tu.
Tapi dulu kecil-kecil best tu. Masa kecil-kecil dulu aku pernah kena member tu main bola. Dia sepak bola kena perut aku. Kuat lah. Mind over body. Sakit tu. Aku dah macam kat lantai tu. Mind over body. Aku bangun. Okay. Aku okay. It work tau. It work, bro. Faham. So macam tu je lah kot. HP aku dah tinggal 1 kot.
Aku rasa dah guna banyak sangat.
Tak ada potion. So macam sorry lah, tu jadi lain pula.
Faham. Aku recently discovered this new trauma in my life kan. Bukan new trauma lah. It's like an
old trauma.
It's an old trauma. Tapi aku finally understood why I was like that. Okay. So there was this one time. Now nak jadikan cerita lah kan. There was this one time, me and my ex-girlfriend, we had a business together. And then one of her followers, this one guy made an order through us. But I didn't like the guy. I didn't like the guy. And then my ex-girlfriend said macam tak apalah, just give it a try je lah kan. Apa semua tu, blah blah blah. She tried to convince me, but I hated it. Looking back, could have dealt with it better. Looking back, could have dealt it better. Looking back, could have just said macam, okay, you know what, let's just get this done. I'll figure out my thoughts, and then we can come back to like macam why I didn't like doing this. Should have done that. Should have, could have, would have. But it didn't. It didn't. Bodoh.
Ya, faham.
Hakim 25 bodoh. Bodoh. Tak lewat apa. So then later there was somewhere a point in time where aku borak dengan parents aku, and then parents aku macam force me to do something apa semua tu, and then that's when macam the trigger tu macam reconnected.
Okay.
So for context, like me and my girlfriend memang had a big fight about that lah. Macam me blah 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 blah. Yeah. And then bila parents aku bring it back now, where parents aku forced me to do something, and then it reminded me of all the times where, let's say macam dekat dengan exam time, I would say goodbye to my freedom during exam time. Aku bangun pukul 6 pagi and aku belajar sampai pukul 2 pagi.
You were one of those nerds kan?
I didn't want to be.
Yeah, of course lah.
Yeah, but my parents forced me to. And the worst part was like macam every time parents aku janji something and then they pull back their words ataupun they change the conditions. Macam a simple one would be like macam, okay Hakim, go take a 1 hour break. Macam okay lah, nice kan aku dapat a 1 hour break apa semua tu. Tiba-tiba after 10 minutes dah Hakim jom sambung belajar. Ni macam asal? Hakim tengok TV je baik sambung belajar. So macam aku rasa macam probably to someone yang dengar benda tu macam sekali macam that sucks. Tapi kau kena faham tau, I did that when I was 7, when I was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4, Form 5. You imagine all of those years, memang okay, mak aku punya argument memang time exam saja Hakim macam ni. And the other times Hakim buat macam orang biasa. Tapi time exam dah paling aku frustrated sekali.
Yeah.
Because of all of these promises that keep happening. Exam dulu ada berapa? Ada 3 to 5 a year.
Betul. Banyak.
Kau bayangkan lah how many things that you had to do. And then so macam all of these like small little lies ataupun small little conditions apa semua tu, I've grown to hate it. I've grown to hate it so much. So that's why macam bila my ex-girlfriend kata macam, okay, let's make this product for this person, and I said no. and she still tried to convince me to do it. That's why aku hated it so much. That's why aku retaliate kau.
Masa tu kau tak perasan tu trauma kan?
Aku tak perasan tu trauma.
Shit. Okay, faham.
So in that sense where aku macam, aku tahu aku tak suka, tapi I could never word it out kenapa aku tak suka. Aku thought of so many ways apa semua tu.
To run away kan.
I thought of so many things to say macam to make logical sense of what I was feeling, but I didn't know because aku tak pernah nampak the roots.
Betul.
I can never explain the bigger problem.
Faham.
So in the end aku sedar that I've always hated when I don't want to do something tapi someone forces me to do something ataupun convinces me to do something. Macam like I know what I want. I know what I want. I don't want to do this. So if you try to convince me to do this and I still say I don't want to and you still tell me to do it, I get so annoyed.
Itu kira macam it triggered your fight or flight. Macam fight or flight. Kau pernah dengar pasal fight or flight tu? Dia macam betul. Tak ada lah macam tu lah. Dia macam either you fight
atau flight
ataupun lari. Flight tu lari lah kan. So macam tu it's something triggering lah. Faham tak?
Faham. Tapi kan contoh kan, macam orang kalau dapat tahu dia punya trauma tu, adakah in the end macam ending dia adalah macam ni smart parents aku lah ni, sial lah macam tu. Adakah patut kita letak benda tu macam tu ataupun
tak
macam aku jadi macam ni sebab macam ni, so aku tak patut buat macam ni.
Tapi ada orang macam tu.
Dia just nak habiskan benda tu je.
Faham?
Macam ni aku jadi macam ni sebab
they put that blame on their parents lah. Faham? There is someone else. Faham? So it's not good.
Okay.
Faham.
Aku always like to think this argument in a sense where macam who's at fault and who's responsible. Okay, who's at fault and who's responsible different now. Who's at fault? Let's say you got parents from your trauma. So you got trauma from your parents. Who's at fault? Your parents are. It was your parents' fault. Apa semua tu, and that's why their trauma is gifted to them. But who is responsible for you?
Me. Asal kan.
Yes. A lot of things can be at fault.
Betul.
A lot of things can be anyone's fault. Apa semua tu. But in the end of the day, who's responsible for you?
Betul. Ya.
So instead of kau blame, just
be responsible je lah.
Tak, kau nak blame orang boleh. Blame orang. Okay, macam betul. Without a fact, I wouldn't be like this if it wasn't for you. This is your fault. But it is my responsibility to fix me.
Betul.
it turns out this is free therapy.
No, most welcome. Most welcome.
Tak free dah bang. Jadi terus bagi invoice lah.
Alamak, editor ni. Betul. Nak bagi doktor Alah dia dah free doktor ni. Thanks Adib banyak.
Macam you can blame a lot of things. Okay, macam let's say your first 3 girlfriends cheated on you. Okay, so who's at fault for you to have like trust issues? Who's at fault? Your first 3 girlfriends kan? But who's responsible to fix yourself again?
Who else other than us? Time tu lah kita baru start jumpa Tuhan. Start jumpa start talking to ourselves. Time tu lah start jadi takut lah jadi seorang, takut lah jadi lonely. Tapi sebenarnya lonely tu lah is the key. Faham tak? Kau jangan takut dengan jadi seorang tu, sebab nanti kalau kita kat kubur nanti pun kita seorang juga.
Betul.
Faham tak? Ni bukan nak ekstrim apa lah.
Tapi aku mungkin dengan bidadari aku lah.
Apa dia?
Aku mungkin dengan bidadari aku lah kat kubur, insyaAllah.
InsyaAllah.
Amin. Ada 2 kan, either ular tu selit kau ataupun bidadari. Aku nak go for the bidadari option.
Kubur kat mana? Kubur kat mana?
Kubur aku? Tak tahu.
Boleh lah aku duduk sebelah.
Bidadari. Kita nak sebelah dengar macam tu kan. Sebelah ni
macam function. Ada lagu-lagu lah.
Dia benda ni.
Aku ketuk kan. Diam lah. Kau boleh tak kena seksa dia diam.
Yang sebelah besar pula.
Sebelah ada lagu, sebelah ular pula.
Minta maaf.
Ini nama dia trauma response. Betul lah. We make joke on our child, trauma sebab finding God, bro. Finding God is it's an adventure tau.
Betul.
Sebab to me, aku dulu ni random lah topik kan, macam aku growing up in memang kuat agama, family kuat agama apa semua, sembahyang baca Quran, I khatam like 8 times, bro.
Damn.
But somewhere along the line, sebabkan trauma apa semua tu, ni memang trauma shit lah. Macam I start to macam jauhkan diri
daripada Allah.
Ya doh.
Okay, faham.
Ya doh. One day lah, masa kecil dulu lah, macam sebab the trauma got so big tau macam and then ni one day tu aku macam I pray to God please stop and it didn't stop. So macam masa kecil tu aku macam tiba-tiba datang lah that idea macam tak wujud kot. This is to me lah. Ni bukan aib aku tau. Macam aku dah move on from that. So okay lah. Ni just aku cerita macam bro, I lost God so long bro. So that one day macam okay lah, I decide to jauhkan. And then one day tu tiba-tiba dia macam one way or another dia akan datang balik. Macam nak cerita lah. Dia macam
dia bagi jentikan di hati lah macam tu.
Jentikan tu. But
hidayah tu lah.
Hidayah tu lah. Macam faham tak? Macam you gave up and then macam kau tak terfikir pun nak datang balik. Tapi macam he's always there tau. So, macam you have to, but the process to go there bro, you have to go to the extreme lah. Faham tak? Macam fuck, tak ada kot. But Allah senang je macam tu je.
Ingat balik lah.
Ya doh. Tapi the reason juga yang aku left tu was the same reason juga. Macam dia tarik. Faham tak? Dia tarik something from my life. My life was like perfect gila macam masa tu. Masa kecil dulu macam everything was so fine, everything. But suddenly one day, imagine lah datang dari family yang kuat agama apa semua kan. One day tu aku sedar macam dia tarik. Tarik something tak ada small, quite big juga lah sampai bagi aku trauma macam tu. But I had to go through that to come back. Kau faham tak? Macam ni aku baru sedar lah benda macam tu. Macam I have to go through ni. Okay, ujian kan, dunia ni kan ujian. Soal ujian. So diuji kau macam mana pun.
Ada orang cakap macam the world is a prison for those believers.
Ya doh. It's actually orang nak cakap the world ni Matrix lah, macam The Matrix. It is. It is sebab ni memang ni macam apa ada panggil simulation. Simulation tu dari Tuhan lah. Sebab di dunia ni kita akan diuji macam mana cara pun. Tapi setiap orang different tau. Tu macam aku pun kaji gak selama ni, aku kaji gak macam semua orang punya ujian is way different than us. Kau lain, dia lain, aku lain. Sebab fuck, certain orang diuji dengan duit. Certain orang diuji dengan angkuh. Fuck. Betul. Aku tengok tu dari segi macam kau tengok lah macam Israel lah bro.
Memang pandai.
Tuhan bagi dia bijak duit, kaya raya. Angkuh sangat. But holy fuck.
Kalau kau boleh dekatkan mic, aku memang takut gila macam tak dengar.
Dengar.
Dia macam fake sikit lah.
Dia macam fake sikit. Ini tu. Dia macam ke depan, belakang.
Cooking something bro. Holy crap.
Itulah ujian dia kan sebenarnya.
Ujian dia.
Tapi diorang angkuh dan anggap macam Tuhan bagi aku special.
Ya doh. And they are God's favourite. Macam bro, relax on that shit bro. Macam faham tak?
Betul. Faham. Kau boleh naikkan atas sikit tak makin dia. Aku macam takut.
Betul seram ni.
Aku nanti kalau edit 3 pagi nanti audio hilang.
Kata
aku
edit 3 pagi.
Memang edit 3 pagi. Memang aku seorang je menangis nanti. Sekarang
Kalau aku tak ada, aku tidur.
Ya betul. Hari dah tidur.
Mana tengah main ML?
Mana ada tidur lah.
Ya ke?
Pasti main ML ke? Lee still main ML ke?
Bro,
Lee masih.
I don't want to talk about that.
Aku baru nak start.
Faham.
Budak-budak ni lah.
Faham.
Tapi tu lah, sebab lepas ni ada baby tak sempat lah.
Ada baby lah sekali. Fikir lah.
Betul.
Okay, alright. But no, aku rasa pun aku macam sama gak. Like aku rasa there was a point in my life where aku stop praying, stop pergi solat Jumaat apa semua. Lama tu tinggalkan apa ni
Don't
Allah
judge
tu.
us, okay?
Like, nak judge
space,
lah. Nak judge. Don't judge. Dorang judge. Bukannya dorang buka pintu syurga aku pun.
Betul.
Apa pun kisah.
Actually betul tu. Aku kena ada mindset macam tu. Aku selalu lupa tau. I have this like stupid ADHD tau. Macam aku akan short term memory loss shit bro. Macam aku cakap ni terlalu aku lupa. Lepas tu aku macam aku cakap apa tadi?
Faham.
Ni self diagnose dia. So macam
yang penting sedar. Yang penting sedar.
Tapi betul lah. Aku kawan dengan dia macam benda yang baru aku macam betul juga tu. Pasal minta maaf, pasal jadi Melayu tu. Macam ni tu?
Minta maaf jadi Melayu?
Tak, yang
maaf jadi Melayu. You not sorry.
Macam mana cakap macam tak apa ke? Macam orang nak bagi tu, orang nak bagi barang. Macam tak apa, aku bayar.
Faham.
Benda-benda Melayu lah. Macam jangan, aku tak apa, aku nak support kau. Pada orang tu nak bagi and all. Macam cakap je lah terima kasih. Padahal semudah itu je sebenarnya. Benda-benda yang macam tu lah.
Betul.
Dia macam compliment lah.
Dia macam much better daripada macam aku kasih kau hadiah and then kau macam, "Uish, thank you doh. We fast, we thanks doh. Appreciate this." Senang.
Betul.
Macam dia pun nampak happy, kau pun nampak happy. Ini macam nak kasih. Tak apa. Sekarang aku kena convince kau nak kasih benda ni. 2 kali kerja bro.
Ya doh.
2 kali kerja bro.
Tapi faham lah. Tapi the process of that juga susah juga. Faham lah.
Tak faham lah kau nak berbudi bahasa, nak baik-baik apa semua. Tapi agak-agak lah.
Aku dah belikan siap.
Dah belikan, dah rap dah nak kasih kau. Tak apa.
Benda kau siap. Tak apa.
Kau pergi aku siapa?
Lego ni mahal. Dah rap
Tak apa. Kalau kau rasa berhutang, rasa bersalah, next time belilah something untuk aku.
Betul.
Ni aku kasih.
Actually, maybe dia tak nak berhutang dulu. Tak apa.
Dia cakap lah, aku tak tahu how to pay you back tu. Macam kau dia kata tak apa, don't need to pay me back.
Okay, terus ambil benda tu. Itu yang aku belajar. Terus ambil apa yang dia cakap tu.
Terus ambil je.
Actually banyak agak benda tu. Aku pun baru tahu pasal benda tu. So to say thank you back kan. Tapi cara kita ni lain sikit lah. Sebab maybe budi bahasa budaya kita lah. Tak apa.
Ada banyak cara nak tunjuk budi bahasa. Tak perlu nak jadi mamat yang menyusahkan aku. Nak kasih hadiah ni, tak apa.
Kita ikhlas nak memberi lah. So macam tak expect nothing back kan. So macam okay lah.
Ada satu benda yang paling aku macam appreciate, yang aku rasa macam betul-betul mengubah aku adalah bila engkau satu, dan lagi satu adalah bila orang yang tengok video kau, contoh macam dia suka video kau, kau tak boleh macam cakap macam tak adalah, biasa je. Bukan biasa je lah. Kau macam thanks doh, memang buat betul-betul tu, memang buat untuk orang macam tu. Macam appreciate balik apa yang dia appreciate tu.
Betul.
So bila dia cakap appreciate, dia suka sangat benda tu, tapi dia cakap tak adalah, biasa je tu kan. Orang macam biasa je ke sebenarnya aku suka ni, macam tu.
Dia macam kau insult something dia suka.
Ever been on that spectrum, macam the other side? Faham tak? Kau puji orang tu, lepas tu tak ada, habis je.
Pernah je dia.
Aku ada borak ni dengan Tinker Studio. Macam I said the same thing jugalah kan. Where let's say someone datang kat kau kata macam thank you, your video help me out a lot apa semua tu. And then macam kita apa, biasa je. Okay je. Apa kau rasa? Asyik kau jumpa Roshamno one day kan. Kau jumpa Roshamno macam
kau kayak gangster, kau best lah Roshamno.
Bang, saya suka gila berlakon abang inspire saya apa ni. Biasa je dik. Apa kau rasa?
Acah lah.
Macam cengengang kan. Tapi let's say kalau ni Roshamno bukan betul kan senario ni. Ni Roshamno lain dia
Roshamite.
Dia macam let's say kan, bang saya suka acting abang, saya suka apa abang buat, and then Roshamno macam thank you doh. Apa kau rasa?
Faham doh. Cik, tak nak terfikir doh benda tu. It makes us feel more appreciated. Kita kau gempak doh, thanks doh. Betul. We went by our life balik.
Kau post that video because kau suka, and then that mamat tu lebih suka that video.
Betul doh.
Because it meant a lot to him. So macam appreciate it lah.
Ya tu. Appreciate
sebab
apa
aku
yang orang
sedar
appreciate.
macam tu lambat tau. Sebab before this like 2-3 years ago, masa lepas buat Vine semua tu macam orang dah tahu ni best video kau. Tak ada tu.
Tak, sebab kita macam ni, we all wanted to be humble. We didn't know how to be humble. We didn't know how to be humble. I think like you can find a mixture of being humble where you appreciate someone's comment and appreciate someone liking your video, and then at the same time macam then after that you can talk about it lah, where you felt like macam I understand the video was great, tapi I felt like macam maybe I could do this a little bit better.
Kita tak ikhlas tu.
Benda macam tu kita kena fikir.
Ya doh kan. Kalau tak ada, biasa je. Gerak lu. Tak ada that moment kau tahu actually.
Zast moment tau. Macam maybe aku boleh buat macam ni, tapi maybe I can do cakap something lah kan.
Betul. Okay, now so back to the topic where macam kita tak nak orang judge kita. Mungkin macam apa ni, orang tak buka pintu syurga tepi neraka kita. So macam aku really understand where a point where aku left my religion. Bukan aku murtad ke apa, macam aku tak practice it anymore lah kan. And if you're not practicing your religion, then what are you lah kan. Aku sekat Islam atau IC. Betul. Itu je.
That's fucked up lah.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Tapi not gonna lie lah, like there are days where I still think about Allah, think about ni apa semua tu. It's just that the practices tak pernah apply lagi. And then ada this one time kawan aku Marha lived in UK. sorry, she didn't live in UK. She was studying in UK lah kan. And while she was studying in UK, she just got out of a relationship, I guess a few months back. I was there in the UK with her. And we started talking about the guy that she's currently seeing. So after she broke up for a while, she dated someone new for a while. And then she just said like oh, he's the one though, like he's the one. I felt it. And oh, how? Like I don't understand. Then they gave me a story about their life. And it was basically like they just tried dating at first, but then it didn't work out. And nama husband sekarang.
Wow.
Husband sekarang, nama dia Aiman. Aiman was just like us, where dia tinggalkan dia punya agama and everything semua tu, jarang solat, blah blah blah. And then there was this one pinnacle moment in Aiman's life after dia dah ended things with Marha tu. Dia sedar macam, you know, he tried to get her back, tapi nothing worked. And then he realized that macam, you know, I've tried everything humanly possible. I've tried doing this, I've tried doing that, I've tried doing whatever lah, apa semua tu kan. Banyak solution dunia kan, tapi nothing worked. So dia fikir macam, fuck it lah, aku solat lah. So macam I'll do that. So then dia petang sejadah dia, and then dia start solat balik. And dia tak contact Marha tu sampailah dia betul-betul boleh amalkan 5 waktu tu. Sampai dia betul-betul boleh amalkan 5 waktu. So dia solat, dia gagal, dia try again. Solat, dia gagal 5 waktu, try again. Solat, gagal 5 waktu, try again and again. Sampai dia jadi. And then like, it was so beautiful to know this story. And I felt in my life lah, ataupun in my point of view lah kan, Aiman datang to Marha's life, so Marha can sampaikan this cerita to me. Kau nampak tak macam how beautiful Allah dah aturkan, susunkan untuk kau.
Allah is the best planner.
Allah is the best planner. Yeah, though. And then like in some sense it was beautiful because after aku dah dapat kenal Aiman sikit, bila aku nak start aku punya journey nak solat tu, it was easier talking to Aiman sebab Aiman jenis yang sama lah, dia tinggal agama and then dia cari balik agama dia. So setengah orang yang dah jumpa agama dia, mungkin sebab dia dah didik daripada kecil, ataupun dia dah too far inside in love dengan dia punya religion, dia dah tak boleh faham for where I'm coming from. Faham
betul.
Macam let's say kalau aku kata kat dia, aku dah susah dah solat 5 waktu, dia kata lah susah senang je. Faham tak? Dia mungkin
dia transition ke situ lah kan?
Dia dah transition ke situ. Dia mungkin dah in a different zone dah. So bila
point of view dia pun lain dah.
Yes.
Then how you cope with that? Macam
so aku tak cari lah orang macam tu, jumpa Aiman. So jumpa Aiman ni lah, Aiman dia kata macam, kau akan gagal. Like, macam kalau kau lama gila tak solat and then kau start balik, kau akan gagal.
Dia yang lagi faham.
Yes.
Sebab
dia kan faham. So dia cakap kau gagal bukan macam like dia nak test aku ataupun tu apa. Dia just cakap aku, it's very hard untuk orang yang terus nak jump balik ke agama diorang and dia fikir semua 5 waktu akan selesai. And then that time pun aku ada borak dengan kawan aku Adam. Dia pun ada cerita kat aku pun borak-borak dengan pasal agama Islam sikit dengan dia. And dia pun cakap this one beautiful story lah about how this one guy, dia masuk balik Islam. Dia masuk Islam, dia convert dalam Islam. And after that dia declare, okay, saya nak solat Zuhur dengan Maghrib saja. And Nabi Muhammad tak memaksa dia pun. Nabi Muhammad macam, okay, alright. Sebab and then macam for the longest time aku macam apa benda ni kan, what was that story kan. So kawan aku Adam, dia sampaikan the message, kata macam tak ada siapa boleh paksa kau buat ibadah. Kalau kau nak buat ibadah, kau buat ibadah. That's how he saw that story. Nampak? I see that. Tapi aku understood that story from a different context. Where the different context is, selagi kau try, selagi kau cuba, you're so much better than you are yesterday.
Betul.
Faham.
Sebab orang yang nak terus jam masuk Islam ni, kalau ini macam Syashab dia pun datang kan, macam dia kata a lot of their friends yang nak cuba masuk Islam, dia nak cuba sekaligus.
Betul.
Dia pakai tudung terus solat 5 waktu, so dia baca Quran apa semua, banyak-banyak. And it was never your daily habit. So then kau akan macam freaked out because banyak gila benda kau nak buat.
Tukar 360 tu.
Kau tak biasa lagi. And after that kau extremely masuk, kau extremely reject juga.
Bukan nak judge, bukan kita judge, cuma that's the story. That's the story goes.
Itu macam you gotta have to have a little bit of a planning lah bila kau nak jumpa Allah balik.
Sebab
kan.
kau nak terus 100% balik,
susah. So then aku told myself, okay, tak apa, you know what, aku Maghrib je dulu. Aku akan jaga Maghrib aku saja. Aku start dengan Maghrib dulu. Maghrib. And then somewhere along the line tu, aku rasa macam bersalahnya aku tak
Yes, that's
isyak.
the thing.
So kira aku try isyak. Maghrib isyak. And then macam bersalahnya nak try subuh. Maghrib isyak subuh, maghrib isyak gagal. Maghrib isyak gagal. Maghrib isyak okay tak apa. Kita still stick dengan maghrib isyak dulu. Maybe try zuhur. Maghrib isyak, subuh gagal, zuhur. Try je. And then eventually down the line apa semua tu, alhamdulillah sekarang 5 waktu aku hanya risau kalau tertinggal.
Betul.
So that's the thing lah. Like finding Allah, one thing aku realise it was never meant to be easy. It's in a sense where you have to work for it.
Betul.
Because lagi lama kau work for it, lagi lama jadi tabiat. And bila jadi tabiat, itu dah macam a stamp of approval macam.
Betul.
Jalan settle.
Jalan.
Boleh naik flight. Faham
Pasport dah
betul.
ada apa semua, tak expired pun.
Ya. Tapi tu salah satu cara dia aku rasa. Sebab kau dah start buat 1, 2.
And then you have to create that habit kan. Jadikan dia habit tu je. Lama-lama dah jadi kau habit dah. Jadi lifestyle kau.
Sama macam orang pergi gym.
Sama je. Exactly.
Sama je. It's just that macam bila kau pergi solat tu, yelah kau dapat borak dengan Allah tu apa semua, gym kau sedapkan badan kau. Whatever lah. Tapi kau kena build that habit. Kalau kau tak build that habit, you're not building anything.
Faham.
Sama macam kita buat podcast ya.
Betul.
Dah jadi habit dah kan.
Betul. Betul. Korang.
Sebab dulu macam ada kat macam malas kan. Setelah lama macam dah settle lah. Macam tak
ada jadi benda isu lah pun kan. Macam okay.
Aku ingat lagi first day aku duduk macam banyak saya barang nak buat ni.
Macam tu kan.
Lama-lama macam tak ada apa pun. Seminit 2 minit dah siap lah settle. Macam tu lah. Faham tu. Ya.
Betul lah. That's a journey of like finding Islam. And it was nice. It was a very nice journey growing up. Going through everything, highs and lows.
Orang macam adalah beautiful. Kadang-kadang Allah susun macam jalan dia cantik je. Oh okay dah susun. Dah okay dah lalu. Certain orang tak juga kan. Dia macam berliku-liku ni. Tak nak tinggalkan lah. Faham tak? Certain orang kita tak boleh judge benda-benda macam tu. Sebab certain orang macam you don't want to be in that person's shoe. Kalau kau tak nak. Sebab aku ada ni abang aku lah, ni bukan cerita pasal apa dah, dia macam pasal macam mental issue tau. Dia macam abang aku ni tak pernah, dia normal tau. Dia ni dia tak ada dia tak tahu maksud anxiety, dia tak tahu maksud trauma apa semua, padahal dia lalui sama macam aku juga. Adik-adik aku semua sama je, tapi dia ni fuck man, macam aku masa aku kena anxiety attack apa semua tu lah. Macam abang aku cakap macam apa kau ni? Tak payah anxiety tu. Macam bitch.
Dia tak faham sebab dia tak lalui.
Itu aku nak cuba fahamkan. Macam how can he not have that sedangkan dia lalui apa aku lalui. So he supposed to have, dia ada trauma tu tau. Cuma dia tak, I don't know how.
Mungkin dia simpan juga.
Dia
letak
simpan
tepi
juga.
Ada kompartmen lain.
Tapi macam member kau juga tadi tu, dia macam janganlah judge orang yang di mana kalau kau tak faham apa kau lalui, faham tak? Okay, kau tak ada trauma, okay fine. Kau tak ada anxiety, okay fine. But jangan look down on people yang macam fuck, kau tak tahu pun anxiety tu apa. Faham tak? But tak payahlah anxiety. Bitch, aku tak nak aku tak nak doakan sesiapa pun, even on my worst enemy. Kau faham tak benda macam tu pun? Anxiety.
Takut dah.
Ya tu. If extreme anxiety can lead to like major depression lah, apa semua tu bro. Kau pernah kena jatuh elektrik macam tu kan? Fuck. Faham tak?
No, dia sama lah. Macam if they never see it, they will never understand it. Macam for example Harid punya colourblind. Kau rasa Harid boleh explain kat kita orang tak macam ni dia punya colourblind? Susah bodoh. Kita takkan faham. Betul. Kita takkan faham because kita tak pernah nampak, kita tak pernah lalui.
Betul.
So tapi kita just kena percaya je yang dia ni ada colourblind.
Itu that's
kita kena percaya, kita kena respect it lah kan.
Kita trust.
Ya doh. Aku pernah buat presentation dekat kelas dulu pasal colourblind tau. So aku explain lalas macam so macam mana kau tengok colour? Macam fuck, aku buat explain babi. Kau babi kan? Aku nak explain kat kau pun aku tak tahu sekarang ni. Faham tu. So bagi aku sendiri kalau colourblind ni aku pun tak tahu macam mana nak explain kat orang. Sebab adakah aku nampak benda ni lain, adakah aku just malas nak tengok colour tu betul-betul. Sampai macam tu dulu aku fikir macam fuck, kau sama je ke colours ya? Betul. So macam tak apa lah, mampus lah dia. Pandai-pandai
So macam it's kind of like And kadang-kadang kau nak explain anxiety dia pun susah. Macam for example kan, aku ada satu kawan yang also colorblind lah before aku jumpa Harid kan. Aku cuba nak explain dia colour merah macam mana. How do you explain the colour red? Can you? You can't. You just know it's red.
Yeah, betul.
You just know it's how am I supposed to describe the colour red?
You always compare to other colours kan, macam blood.
Tapi macam
black?
okay, black is black, red is not black. It's hard.
Betul.
It's hard. It's the same thing when it comes to anxiety, depression,
Betul,
bipolar disorder.
the
If you don't
shit,
feel it, it's hard for you to
Betul.
say it.
Betul.
Betul.
Untuk faham pun susah.
Untuk faham nak susah.
Yes.
Untuk tahu senang.
Yes.
That's why it's hard. Faham.
Yeah.
I never see it that way lah. Tapi macam tu lah. Exactly
Sebab
like
tu
that.
dulu kita akan tengok macam kalau orang kan macam like 4 tahun lepas ke 5 tahun lepas baru nak start pasal mental health ni kan. Orang start cakap pasal depression and all. Pasal orang pun start macam solat lah. Aku solat tak ada apa pun. Aku cari Tuhan tak ada apa pun. Tapi itu jalan kau tu.
Betul.
Jalan orang semua lain-lain.
Actually,
Betul.
talk about this kan. Aku borak dengan Haikal before kita start the podcast with Tinker Studio tu. And Haikal pun cakap benda sama juga. Dia macam dia kata dia suka lah the fact yang kita boleh talk about mental health dalam podcast ke apa semua tu kan. And dia kata macam dia tak tahu dah nak cakap apa tu dia punya friends kalau let's say friends dia tengah go through a hard time. And dia kata macam just solat je lah. Haikal akan biasanya give out that kind of advice. And then it got me thinking though on the way driving back apa semua tu, there's always going to be two sides to this kan. Satu, someone yang let's say macam let's say aku dengan Adib. Okay, Adib tengah datang aku cerita masalah, aku tanya Adib apa masalah kau tu, what's wrong apa semua tu, bla 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 bla. And then Adib explain sebab aku dah tanya. Kan? So Adib explain apa semua tu. Tujuan Adib explain bukan untuk dapat any type of sympathy ke apa
betul.
semua tu. Tujuan Adib explain memang to the best of his abilities, just nak buat kau faham a little bit je of what's going through. Tapi me as a friend dengar Adib explain apa semua tu, most natural thing when someone hears a problem, the first thing that comes out of their mouth is a solution. They will always try to give out a solution first. So
it's natural. Kita as a person on the other side of the spectrum, kita pun okay faham.
Yeah. And bila kau nak give out that solution when you don't know what to say because you've never experienced it before, because you've never learned anything else on like how to curate your mental health, how to make it better ke apa semua tu, what would be the first answer kau cakap? Solat.
Betul.
Faham.
Because in some sense, apa aku nak cuba sampaikan when aku kata kau solat is, aku tak tahu macam mana nak solve your problem, tapi maybe insyaAllah Allah boleh tolong kau. So that's what they're trying to say. That's what they're trying to say.
Cara dia orang cakap tu.
Tapi here's the problem. It dismisses what you're trying to say. Kau tengah nak cakap apa ni, kau nak kasih dia faham.
Kita nak
Even if
terangkan.
dia tak faham, dia boleh cakap, oh damn, aku tak faham what you're going through, that must be really hard. Cukup.
Betul.
Cukup. Because sometimes bila orang luahkan masalah, diorang bukan nak solution.
Betul.
Diorang just nak luahkan je. Sebab kau tanya. Sebab kau tanya aku what's wrong, and aku jawab what's wrong. Aku tak minta solution kau. Aku would feel so relieved if kau boleh just faham a little bit je what I'm going through. So it comes off that way lah. Dua-dua berniat baik. Sebab dua-dua kawan, dua-dua berniat baik. Tapi dua-dua tak tahu nak advocate what they want to say. You know? Aku just nak kata, aku sebagai kawan Adib nak kata kau, you take care of yourself. Maybe sekarang kau tak jumpa the answer, tapi insyaAllah Allah boleh tolong kau. That's what I want to say. But aku categorize as solat.
Semayang lah.
Semayang
Kau ni
lah.
macam cakap macam tu macam tak semayang. Faham? Macam
Ya, cara tu lah kan. Cara penyampaian tu.
Cara kau sampaikan tu, it depends lah. Dia akan triggers the other person tu macam jauhkan diri lah. Kau faham tak? You better be careful lah. Yang apa-apa cakap tadi tu cuma nak create awareness lah. Macam mana how to handle in that situation. But to have to be on that side of the spectrum, macam orang akan macam tendency tu macam lah kau macam belah. And then salah kau juga, tak tahu lah ni wallahualam, memang Tuhannya kerja lah. Tapi macam jangan sebab kau orang lain tu jauh diri daripada agama. Kau faham tak?
Faham?
Betul.
Yeah.
Tak, kau seolah-olah kau cakap macam orang tu tak ada agama. Macam
Ya. Faham.
So that's why I
Macam
want to
teruk
say.
sangat dia sebagai seorang Islam. Faham?
Yeah.
Padahal dia dah cuba sedaya upaya dah sedih pun doa. What, you know?
Yeah, so that's why I want to say to anyone out there, any one of their or any one of their friends that's going through a very hard time, don't just say, like, oh, so like we know you mean well, we really do.
Yeah.
But it's much better if you're asking what's wrong with them and they're telling you what's wrong with them. Your first response should be like macam either number one, you ask them, do you want a solution or do you just want me to hear you out?
Boleh
Ask.
tanya.
No
Tanya
problem. Tanya dulu. And then after that, let's say they just just hear me out.
Yeah.
Just hear them out lah kan.
Wow.
And then
Be silent.
Yeah.
Be the ear, you know?
Yeah, just be the ear.
Yeah.
And then if they say they want a solution, boleh suggest dia nak solat ke apa semua tu, boleh. Tapi most of the time, not gonna lie, aku ada nampak this tendency juga. Probably it doesn't happen to everyone, tapi aku nampak juga where the people yang sometimes solat the least ni akan tell you and advocate you to solat. That's what I've seen lah, personally. Not saying it's a fact, just saying it's personally. But I always tell my friends yang tengah go through hard times ke apa semua tu, I don't tell them to solat. Tak, solat tu ibadah kau dengan Allah. Solat tu because kau sayang Allah and kau nak solat. Right? Tapi there are other things in Islam where kau ada kisah Rasul, kau ada kisah-kisah kawan Rasul, apa semua tu.
Sahabat-sahabat
dia.
dia.
Sahabat-sahabat. And these are real life stories of real life people yang went through the hardest time that you can imagine.
Zaman Nabi dulu tak ada ke depression? Ada. The Great Depression.
Ada. Diorang punya understanding of depression ni, diorang siap ada klinik tau untuk war veterans. Clinic for mental health. They have war veterans for clinic for war veterans, for pregnant mothers. Dorang ada aroma therapy, dorang ada listening therapy.
Wow. This is way deeper.
Ni semua zaman Islam ni. So macam tu orang yang Islam kata macam mental health ni is fake je. Kau belajar tak agama kau?
Somewhere along the line we lost that. How? Why?
Damn.
No, it's just the Melayu part je yang lost it, I think.
Faham Sebab Melayu mau kasar sikit kan. Kau faham tak? Pasal nak bukan nak racist kat Melayu. Macam tu. Melayu memang macam tu kena. Dia macam awal-awal kita come off as straightforward. Memang okay, straightforward okay. But kadang-kadang benda tu evolve jadi benda lain nak. So kita macam yang baru nak faham pasal depression balik ni macam benda ni korang ni.
Tak, dulu aku hidup elok je baca surat khabar. Tak ada pun nak fikir pasal mental.
Tapi kan macam after Iskandar dengan Dan datang to the podcast kan, aku sedar macam betul ke ada banyak parents yang never advocate for therapy, yang tak pernah suka therapy ni apa semua. Boleh nampak tau how many broken homes are actually in Malaysia. And these are the generations yang neglected therapy.
The worst generation.
Yeah, the worst. It's like one of the worst generation. One Piece. So dia ada that generation, and you can see that generation in the United States. You can see that generation here in Malaysia. You can see it in Indonesia. These are 3 countries yang aku just banyak tengok lah on social media kan. And these stories are all the same, and they show the same type of tendency tau, where they have unresolved trauma, unresolved issues. Diorang terbawa-bawa inside diorang punya marriage. Diorang fikir for some reason
That's normal.
No, diorang fikir for some reason marrying someone will just get rid of your trauma automatically.
Faham?
So a lot of people seem to think that way tau. But it's not. It's not. Marrying someone doesn't just mean like all of your trauma semua suddenly hilang.
Yeah,
if you have trust issues and kau kahwin terus doesn't mean your trust issues hilang.
Solve that problem.
Lagi tambah.
Yeah. So that's why aku sedar like these entire generations yang kata macam don't go to mental health kan, don't go to therapist apa semua kan, where are they now? What are they doing now? So basically aku nak cakap kenapa aku nak dengar advice kau when I don't want to be like you?
Itu berat juga, especially if it comes from your parents, bro.
Exactly. Macam why? Like kenapa aku nak dengar why should I listen to you? Like don't go therapy, don't go ni. Where are you now? What's so great about you that I should be like you and listen to you? Is your marriage everything perfect ke apa semua tu? Is it lovely? Do I see the spots? Do I see that you can handle yourself and take care of yourself? Or do I see you rage out suddenly out of nowhere? And then like you can't control your own feelings, and you and your partner gaduh je 24/7. Do I want to be you?
Damn.
No, right.
Right.
Betul.
That's why sometimes macam bukan aku degil.
Yeah.
Aku just really
You are aware. Kau faham tak?
Yes. Dia
betul.
macam would I take photography tips from a chef?
Faham?
Jangan.
Yeah.
Right?
Betul.
Jangan. So let's say macam Safwan kepak gila buat video apa semua tu. Aku nak dengar tak advice dia kalau aku nak make amazing videos? Dengar.
Kena dengar.
Tapi let's say Safwan tu race car driver. Dan Safwan beritahu aku pendapat macam, kalau kau nak shoot video macam ni, patut aku dengar ke?
Jangan tu. Nanti dia bagi GoPro je.
Exactly.
GoPro je.
Exactly. So
Faham.
that's why a lot of people seem to think that aku ni macam degil tau. Tapi degil aku bertempat tau. Aku betul-betul evaluate kau head to toe. Patut aku dengar cakap kau.
Itu tendencies kau
Let's say lah kau someone yang macam kau dengan aku sama je. Kita orang ada jumlah duit yang sama. Hidup pun ala kadar, kadang-kadang ikat perut. And then kau nak kasih aku nasihat on how to be rich.
Betul. Simpanan duit RM1 sehari weh. Confirm kaya. Itu kau dengar. Mungkin betul.
Itu baru dapat RM365.
Setahun.
Boleh tak?
So that's why macam I pay very close attention to who give me advice.
Faham.
So macam it's the same thing with this whole issue and everything stuff like that. So macam to those parents ataupun to those older people yang kata macam don't go to therapy, tak perlu nak ni apa semua, kahwin je, macam see where they are, evaluate and come to your own conclusion.
Even if you don't have that kind of expenses to go to therapy, just accept and try be alone, you know.
Betul.
At one point ni random balik pergi ke be alone tadi tu kan. Macam dulu aku tak suka tau macam makan seorang. Aku macam pergi wayang. Aku tak pernah pergi wayang seorang tu before this. But start a few years ago macam fuck it lah, aku nak tengok cerita ni. And then macam try lagi seorang. No, aku binge watching wayang last year.
Best betul.
Best doh. Aku macam masa aku pergi tu aku macam best juga macam ni. I can get used to that lah. Macam buat just try to spend time with yourself.
Betul tu.
Alone. Try pergi jalan-jalan dekat park ke apa ke bro. It opens up your mind tu. Macam
untuk aku rasa benda tu paling mengubah hidup aku bila aku sendiri ni. And kau start bercakap dengan diri kau tau, apa kau nak, apa kau nak buat. So macam kau tengah puaskan diri kau pada masa tu.
Betul.
So benda-benda macam tu macam sebelum ni aku macam perlulah makan dengan kawan semua kan. Ada sekali tu aku memang pergi makan seseorang macam tak ada masalah pun.
Sebab
macam
kan
okay, kau tak payah tunggu time apa semua. Kau macam kau tengah happy kan untuk diri kau tau.
No rush, no nothing.
Kau nak pergi kau keluar.
Sedap juga benda ni. Faham tak? You enjoy yourself more. Faham tak? In the end you have to spend time with yourself. Sebab that's the most important thing.
Sangat.
Aku tahun ni paling banyak saya spend time with myself. I would say before this pun aku spend time with myself.
Tapi especially PKP kan.
Especially PKP. Tapi even before PKP pun macam ada je activities yang aku buat seorang-seorang. Tapi it's always because orang lain tak available. That's why aku buat seorang-seorang. Niat. So macam I always thought macam aku boleh je by myself. Tapi tak.
Betul.
I had no option.
I
had no option.
option.
Tapi ni sekarang let's say macam kalau kawan aku free. Before aku ajak diorang lipat macam never mind lah, aku just pergi sendiri lah. So aku banyak just like macam this year bila ada rezeki lebih pergi makan ramen atau sushi alone. Cukup.
Betul.
Macam aku tak ada masalah pun. Aku ada phone aku ada TikTok.
Settle.
Settle.
Korang pernah dulu macam jalan-jalan kau seorang kan, macam mesti main phone tapi tak buat apa pun, just atas bawah kan, macam salah aku pernah. Itu macam why itu coping kau nak why cope like that. Macam sedangkan kau macam jalan je lah macam
betul.
Salah jalan lah. Nak buat dulu buat call betul tu TikTok tu macam pada tak kuat siapa pun.
Betul.
Macam sebab takut seorang.
Sebab takut
Sebab
seseorang.
kita dalam otak kita fikir macam people are watching. Betul. Padahal tak fikir balik masa tengok balik ada TikTok tu buat macam tu kan, macam betul juga tu. I look stupid doing that tau. Macam scroll apa ni?
Konteks.
Make kita jalan macam tu je. Salah jalan lah. Buat lah, fuck it. Who's watching except for God bro. Just God je yang tengok kau. Kau buat dosa ke apa ke, tu Tuhan yang tengok kau. Tak ada orang lain pun.
Betul.
Unless kau buka aib kau lah dekat podcast.
Itu naturally happen. Okay. Awak datuk
Best
kan. So what are you doing right now, Deep? Macam in life.
Just tengah busy tu packing. Aku pindah sekarang ni. My whole family is packing.
Kau pindah mana?
UK.
UK. Kita dekat situ je. Tapi aku I have to angkat semua barang lah. Aku kena contact Adan ni. Aku nak tanya Adan ada lori tak?
Faham.
Situ lah. So macam
Jauh tak pindah?
dekat je. Sebelah tu je.
Jalan kaki je lah.
Jalan kaki je.
Pindah sebab sewa dah owner nak ambil
macam ni kira macam beli tanah lah. Like for forever home lah kiranya.
Faham.
Aku ingatkan yang sekarang ni jadi forever home aku macam
Tak lah.
Diorang tiba ubah fikiran pula macam okay lah whatever lah diorang kan.
Faham. Deep, aku nak tanya kau something. Aku rasa like before kita orang even firstly invite kau to the podcast, first time aku kenal kau kat open house tu.
Ya doh. I never forget that.
Yeah.
About first impression kau so,
Thanks tu.
aku ingat doh semua orang ni first impression
Thanks
kau was way different doh.
Thanks tu.
Kan.
Appreciate
Aku
that.
bangga
Lain
tau
tu.
bawa dia. Kau tahu.
Ya.
Aku bangga masa aku first aku bawa dia jumpa Muaz. Dia ni banyak cakap kawan kan lah.
Masa kat rumah tu lah.
Tapi Muaz outbeat aku lah.
Oh, yeah.
Outbeat aku
Dia
dalam
cakap lagi banyak.
Dia cakap lagi banyak. Dia cakap lagi banyak.
Aku kena muas lagi lama kan. Dia outbeat kau doh. Dia biasa jangan risau.
The best thing is sebab dia sedar benda tu. Dia sedar. Okay, Ni aku sedar. Ni aku cerita. Okay, so ada this one time tau. There was aku buat TikTok live.
Yeah.
And then datang this one girl kata macam hi, you cute, blah blah blah. Semua macam okay, thank you. And then after that aku tengoklah profile dia kan macam okay, alright. And then the next day, betul-betul the next day, Muaz and that girl were co-hosting an event together.
Your friend ke tu?
I don't know.
Okay.
So after that time dia tengah co-host the event together, blah 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 blah, cakap. And then after that Muaz ada text aku kata Cakim, this one girl macam tak habis tanya soalan pasal kau. I think she's interested. Macam ya ke? It's okay, I don't think I'm looking apa semua kan. And then time aku tengah type I don't think I'm looking, Muaz terus hantar type Tapi honestly Kim, as a brother I have to say jangan. And then and then aku jadi
Kenapa?
Aku jadi that message macam kenapa And then
You are on the hook my friend.
aku cakap kenapa And then after that Muaz cakap apa ni, do you need this bitch banyak cakap sial. And then
Daripada Muaz.
Aku gelak tau. Aku gelak gila babi. And then pasal aku cakap kat Muaz, Muaz, coming from you kan,
That's surprising.
that says a lot. And then Muaz cakap, bro, aku tahu aku banyak cakap, tapi dia outbeat aku sial.
Ada orang siapa boleh beat Muaz?
Aku macam Muaz sedar. So Muaz sedar dia banyak cakap.
Okay.
Tapi there are days yang macam Muaz control. Macam hari tu aku buat podcast dengan Muaz kan, dan kawan yang pasal One Piece tu.
Ada One Piece.
So time podcast tu dia banyak kasih space tau. Dia banyak kasih space, kita semua orang borak apa semua. Ngam. So dia tahu. Dia tahu dia keep it control. Cuma bila dia excited, dia tak
Tak boleh stop lah.
Kau tak rasa dia itu ADHD ke?
Tak
Something
sure
like hyperactive.
Maybe.
Faham tak? Dia
Maybe.
punya AD dia daripada kan ada dua, ADD dengan ADHD. Beza je cuma H tu hyperactive lah. Tu cuma macam
Maybe.
ADD just apa forgot lah apa dia punya short apa.
Aku lupa.
Intimidation disorder benda
Something.
hyperactivity disorder something
Itu disorder lah sekali tu.
Disorder.
dia marin
So apa ni macam so the first time kita jumpa kat Stirk tu, you were telling me about how kau dah kurang buat content dah and everything semua tu. So what's that progress now since like the last we spoke and now?
Ya doh. Macam mana ni macam memang kena dengan ADHD aku gak kan.
Okay,
macam,
alright.
It's been everywhere. Macam aku nak buat ni, aku nak buat ni. In the end aku macam drop everything.
Faham?
And then I'm trying to fix that agak macam aku nak buat tau. I have that nak buat juga but
Faham?
Why tak tahu Contoh nak buat muzik. Aku nak buat muzik masa tu. Macam nak buat. Nak buat muzik, nak buat podcast, nak buat macam kau explain colorblind lah.
Aku faham sebab aku pun ada tau benda tu. Macam like kita dah plan ni, kita macam boleh ni. Okay, boleh buat. Tapi macam tiba-tiba kau drop tu, kau macam
betul
kau
tu.
macam biar je benda tu lalu. Lepas tu aku rasa macam bukan untuk aku kot. Pada benda boleh grab je tu sebenarnya.
Betul.
Tapi
Opportunity tu kan.
Aku tak tahu doh. Aku tak tahu.
Faham? Ya
Aku tak jumpa lagi jawapan untuk benda tu.
How? Maybe Parker boleh explain. Parker explain Parker.
Sebab macam sebelum ni aku pun pernah tanya Adib, dia ada bagi, kau ada siap bagi lagu kau siap ada bagi aku nak buat content macam ni ambil verse. Dia dah buat tu. Tapi tak jadi tau benda tu. Aku faham tapi aku tak faham macam mana benda tu boleh jadi. Sebab aku pun ada benda tu. Nak buat dah okey dah ni. Adakah macam aku letak benda ni macam podcast ni macam aku tahu aku tak boleh buat seorang. And aku ada Hakim, which is bagi aku dia pandai push aku. Dia tahu push macam mana untuk aku terus buat, untuk consistent tu.
Macam the saying goes lah, if you want to go far, go alone. If you want to go further, go together. Faham. So that's why lah kot. Maybe betul-betul. Sebab aku rasa aku macam aku tak boleh buat seorang.
Macam tu lah aku fikir. Okay, sekejap Hakim. Macam tu lah aku fikir di mana macam dengan start kan group kan. Aku boleh buat benda tu.
Betul.
Aku boleh buat
ramai-ramai sebab you have to.
Macam kau Adib sebelum ni dengan group. Boleh je kan?
Betul.
Boleh je kan?
Ya doh.
Tapi bila seorang-seorang ni aku ada idea, aku nak buat ni, aku boleh. Aku seorang ni aku boleh buat. Tapi aku drop benda tu.
I mean to do stuff alone okay bagi aku. Tapi to do sebab benda ni jadi kerja tau. So that's why macam to do it alone kau macam sebab semua orang dalam perspektif yang lain. Kau faham tak? Macam contoh macam M ke dia going for gaming, streaming semua tu. And then okay lah kot, maybe Pak An semua ada je, member-member semua push je. So I don't know though.
Macam mana Kim?
Aku rasa kan maybe this is just my theory korang excited tak for your first failure?
Shit. Damn.
Apa aja? Okay, we going somewhere.
Korang excited tak for your first failure? Tak kan?
Tak.
Maybe that's why kot. Sebab aku kan, let's say for example aku nak kena do something new. Macam this year I picked up again graphic design. And aku try send out my resume to some people.
You send your resumes?
Yeah, because like macam ni in some sense juga. Okay, so I have these two things inside my head ataupun dalam jati diri aku. Satu, I always think about my future self, which is macam let's say aku 30-40. Time aku 30-40, would I be sitting there menyesal as fuck sebab I've never did anything?
Betul.
So aku kesian to my future self.
Hmm.
Aku tak nak my future self to carry that regret.
Betul.
So that's why aku macam, you know what, I can't do anything about the past, but I can do something now.
Future, yeah.
So macam orang selalu kata macam, oh kalau aku can go back into time, I could do this.
Betul doh.
Tapi macam I can never go back to time now.
Betul.
I'm thinking about 40-year-old me. Aku nak 40-year-old me duduk and fikir macam,
Thank God I did that.
tak apalah, at least aku try. Aku nak aku punya 40-year-old me rasa macam tu.
Yeah.
So that's why 26-year-old me kena go through the hurdle.
Betul.
Supaya 40-year-old me boleh duduk one day atas sofa, pasang TV, tengok Netflix macam at least I'm glad I tried.
Yeah.
Because aku tried graphic design this year, did everything that I should, made my resume, made my portfolio, sent it to I guess like 100 companies over dah. Tapi none of them got me back. So aku dah sedar macam tak apa, I tried my best, there were no response. So maybe it's not meant for me.
At least try.
Yeah, at least try. And then aku nampak macam, okay, this podcast is start to generate income, start to macam tu apa semua. Okay, maybe Allah nak kata, tak apa, your graphic design skill, gonna need on the podcast.
Yeah,
that's how I took it lah. Second, aku takut of failing the first time, but I am more excited than afraid.
Faham.
I'm more excited than afraid.
Yeah.
Maybe this is because time aku grow up, I was a very competitive person. Macam aku dulu main card tau, like Magic the Gathering, Vanguard, Yu-Gi-Oh, whatever semua tu. A lot of times I would go to these tournaments, sometimes with my friends, or sometimes with myself. Sebab aku just suka. And bila kau start off a new game, and or when you're facing strong opponents apa semua tu, kau akan gagal. Tapi there's this beautiful thing where kau gagal, kau look back at your deck of cards, okay, maybe tukar ni. Because I know bila aku gagal, I am one step closer to where I should be. And then bila aku berjaya, I feel like I'm on the right lane. And then bila aku gagal, I stay back again in the right lane. So aku excited to fail learn and then try again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard that story before tau. Macam okay, cerita dia goes macam imagine you are 80 years old in your deathbed. Faham tak? Kau dah nak mati dah. Kau dalam dia memang cerita dia macam tu. Dia macam kau dah nak mati. Kau memang dah dalam dah nazak dalam atas katil hospital kau macam dah tua terbaring. Kau fikir balik. Oh, apa aku dah buat selama hidup aku ni yang dah buat aku happy? Ada tak? So imagine myself back, aku umur sekarang, which is the present time. So macam oh shit, aku akan menyesal aku tak buat ni. Aku akan menyesal tak buat ni. So aku dah pegang juga mentality macam tu. Kau faham tak? So macam I know that feeling. Tapi aku bagi kau satu lagi benda lah. Macam aku rasa kau pernah dengar tak yang apa, TikTok apa semua tu dia cakap macam oh I thought my life ended at 17. Tapi TikTok dia pasal dia berjaya. Dia macam I'm just enjoying life right now. So maybe like that lah kot. Macam my situation evolved tau masa tu. So macam I thought my life ended when I was 17. So sebab I never plan. Sebab ni memang trauma shit lah. Macam I thought I'm not even gonna make it past 30. So that's why masa aku dengar story pasal the 80-year-old me tu macam sebab masa kecil aku tak fikir pun aku akan sampai 80 year old. Faham tak?
Sebab kau dah gap sampai situ je.
Sebab aku masa kecil tu aku macam tu tau Rin. Aku macam nak lah aku sampai masa aku 20 tahun macam tu aku dah plan lah macam aku rasa 30 kot last. Kau faham tak? So ni dark shit lah. Tapi macam aku cerita ke orang lah macam maybe that's why. So every plan aku macam drop. Aku drop. Apalah. Orang even ni macam orang tanya pasal Dip bila nak kahwin, Dip bila nak macam takut. Faham tak? Sebab aku tak nak jawab. Aku kan gay tu. Orang anggap aku gay tau. It's not gay bro. It's not. I didn't even know that I'm gonna make it past here. Kau faham tak?
Okay.
Itu Harik gelak jawab. Dia pergi every time Harik jadi is my wingman tau. Every time dia keluar aku kan, dia jadi macam have you met Adib? Tengok nak kenal Adib lah. Adib kenal ada ni. Macam tak apa. Tak apa Harik. Aku
Harik memang nampak perempuan single apa semua tu terus.
Bila kahwin kan boleh kahwin
dengan dia. Aku appreciate Harik. Thank you.
Aku tak appreciate. Aku annoyed. Kali tu kita gerak apa ni short di podcast tu. There were a few beautiful women cakap Kim bila nak kahwin Kim. Kim bila nak kahwin Kim.
Kim kau kahwin dengan dia okey tu.
Aku rasa tu habit kau.
Budak bodoh
tu. Habit kau Harik. Aku tak tahu. Kau buat dengan aku je. Kau ajar kan. So maybe that's why lah. I still have some issues to get through lah.
Faham.
Okay, aku in some sense aku nak kata okay, maybe yang pasal the deathbed tu apa semua tu, I think about that too as well, right? Tapi do you do you know what it feels like, or do you understand what it feels like?
What do you mean by that?
Okay, knowing and understanding are two different things. So macam for example, let's say ada landlord kan. Let's say kau sewa kat rumah, and then landlord kau datang ketuk pintu apa semua tu, where's my money? I'm sorry, I'm a little bit broke, I'm trying to find a job apa semua tu, it's quite hard. And then the landlord kata, yeah, I know, but where's my money? See, you know mamak tu susah. You know mamak tu ada duit. But you don't, mamak tu tak ada duit. But you don't understand. Understand is in a sense where macam, oh fuck, aku pun pernah ada this situation before. Where aku tak ada kerja, aku tak ada duit. And I just need someone to put trust in me a little bit. So because you understand, you macam
okay, bagi masa.
Okay, alright, just let me know if I can help you with anything apa semua tu. I'll help you out. So there's a difference between knowing and understanding. Let me give you another example. Let's say your partner is busy. Okay, do you know your partner is busy? Or do you understand your partner is busy? Kalau you know your partner is busy, there's still some demand from you. Macam, I know you're busy, tapi macam text me lah a little bit, blah 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 blah. If you understand that your partner is busy, understand to a point where macam dia on the phone tapi dia reply text je kat orang, and then bila dia tengah rehat, dia tentu just nak clear his mind for a while je. So someone yang know yang dia busy, oh you tengah relax clear your mind, dengan text lah you know. If you understand that person is busy,
you demand.
If you understand that person is busy, macam tak apa, you relax. I faham. I faham. You tengah serabut apa semua tu, that 1 hour you nak relax, you relax.
So comes to that 80-year-old self.
So that 80-year-old self tu, do you know that feeling of regret? Ataupun do you understand that feeling of regret? That understand where kau sit down,
that shit, bro.
kau akan dapat that feeling.
Yeah.
Kenapa aku tak buat ni dulu?
Yeah.
I can never go back to time tau.
I don't want to be in that time zone.
Okay.
But like how much you understand? Do you understand it enough to make a change right now? Or do you just acknowledge and you just know je?
Oh,
that's what I'm trying to say.
That's what you say. Okay. Yeah. I think I know lah kan. Sekarang ni it's safe to say that I know.
Because I understand that feel. Because aku banyak kali lalui where memang aku live my life in a sense macam kalau
on the
next
edge
year,
kan.
Kalau next year aku tak buat benda ni, macam apa? How would I feel? How do I feel missing out that opportunity? Because you will always feel regret more to the things that you don't do compared to the things you do tau.
Betul, itu harga. Betul. I've read so many quotes macam tu tau.
Faham doh.
Yeah.
Shit.
So that's why like macam
Okay,
you know time takkan ulang balik. You know one day you're going to be on your deathbed. You know life is going to end. Do you know? Do you understand that time doesn't go back? Do you understand?
Kalau kau understand, you do something about it.
Yes.
But right now kita just know je.
Yes. When you understand, you do something about it. That's why I feel like macam a lot of couples also, they have like this argument with each other. Lagi-lagi couple yang macam you busy apa semua tu. Do you know your partner is busy? Do you understand your partner is busy? Do you know about your partner's trauma? Or do you understand your partner punya trauma?
Damn.
Free therapy. Invite lagi next time. Every time new input tu, otak aku perlukan tu benda macam ni. Where were you, man?
I don't know. I'm here now.
You now. Betul juga. So I appreciate now lah. So my 80-year-old self akan macam thank God I met Parker. Thanks Zorik. Kau doh.
Aku bawa barang baik je.
Barang baik sel ni. God damn, man. So my child self is slightly macam heal lah. Faham tak?
Betul.
Because I need that tau. Sebab every time kau tanya tau dulu macam if you meet your child self your kid self,
your inner child,
what would you do? What would you say? Macam fuck though, my inner child died bro. He committed suicide man. He's gone. But now aku dah besar, aku macam cari balik tau. Where are you? It's gone tau. That little voice dah hilang lah. Digantikan dengan that darkness or that I don't know what that voice tau. So gelap tu benda tu. So selama ni aku fikir, bro, growing up with that voice macam fuck, aku tak nak. Who are you? Who the fuck are you? Aku tak kenal kau. So dah besar balik, you are not your voice. Masa kau cakap dulu, you are not your voices
in your head.
In your head, faham tak? Itu semua setan tu yang borak dengan kau. Literally setan bisik. And then aku punya subconscious dengar benda tu macam buat hari ni best ni deep.
Betul.
It's not best tu. Lama-lama kau regret balik macam asal aku buat tu lah.
Speaking of setan dalam otak kau tu, ada dua benda aku belajar this year and I find it so beautiful and aku macam much more kinder to myself after aku belajar. Ada this one time satu one of Nabi Muhammad punya follower pergi kat Nabi Muhammad SAW and then cakap lah macam ya Allah, bila aku tengah solat apa semua tu, I have these words inside my head and dia kata macam jangan solat. Dan tiba-tiba akan cuba nak terbayangkan rupa Allah apa semua tu, all this stuff kan. Dan Nabi Muhammad kata macam alhamdulillah, itu tanda you orang beriman. Macam apa macam mana ni kan. So dia kata macam during every point of the day, syaitan memang akan tempt you. Their temptations to you are so strong, they come to your head ke apa semua tu. So bersyukurlah the fact that the only thing the Satan can do at maximum is just whisper things inside your head je. That's all that they could do. It's not you. It's not you. Jangan risau. You punyalah beriman. You just dengar benda tu and you try to push it aside je. You rasa bersalah. Itulah tanda seorang tu beriman yang dia percaya pada Allah. So macam aku dengar tu for the first time macam wow. So selama ni sampai aku solat aku macam ya Allah, kenapa ni Hakim teruknya. And then you start hating yourself.
You do.
Kan?
You do.
So I'm not alone in this.
Tak. Macam so aku macam bila Nabi Muhammad SAW sampai kata aku macam wow, betul lah.
Betul doh.
Just setan je pujuk. Sekarang ni macam bila aku tengah solat ke apa semua, dan dengar macam apa ni, macam dengar voices semua, penat saya solat ni 4 rakaat apa semua, macam aku beriman alhamdulillah. I'm worthy enough sampai setan ni macam tak nak let go aku ni. Macam boleh ni, cuba lagi. Itu satu. And then kedua, alah aku lupa sial kedua tu. Apa nak cakap tadi? Aduh,
sorry Game.
Tak, salah aku. Dia mana itu borak siapa dia? Apa aku cakap? Voices in your head. Dengan solat.
Train of thoughts.
Damn it. Aku lupa.
Sorry guys.
Aku lupa.
Faham benda tu. ADHD. Self-diagnose.
Aku lupa dia second one.
Aku selalu gaya tu. Ni random gak Macam tengah sembang. Borak siapa tadi? Padahal kita yang tengah cakap tau.
Ya tu.
Fuck doh. Aku rasa aku tak ada benda ni. Sebab dia boleh pause sekejap, kita sambung, dia sambung balik yang dia cakap tadi.
Itulah pasal.
Aku macam
aku tak expect benda tu dari dia tau.
Lah point dia tadi lah. Aku macam kadang kalau kau dah cakap, masa kau tengah cakap tu, kau dah okay, aku nak cakap point ni kan. Kadang-kadang kau cakap separuh, hilang dah belakang tu. Sebab kau dah into sangat yang depan kan. Act 2, Act 3 hilang sih.
Ya. No, sebab to be fair also, bila aku tengah edit balik aku punya podcast kan, aku tangkap agak banyak kali macam I never went back to that point.
Faham. That's how we learn lah. Dia
dengar balik macam we never went back to this. Damn.
Kalau datang balik idea tadi, aku tak nak kau lupa lah. So macam kalau kau datang, beritahu terus aku masuk je.
Aku lupa. Aku serius lupa. Kita cakap pasal voices in our head tengah solat, dan tiba-tiba syaitan pujuk. Kenapa aku fikir aku ada 2 point lah. Aku rasa that 1 point.
Sebab cerita kau jumpa that one guy yang ceritakan 2 benda ni.
Cerita aku lupa lah. Tak
Si best. Second one kau save the best for last pula tu.
Maybe aku rasa
baru nak you okay.
Hilang dah. Hilang dah. It's no longer there. God damn it.
Tekat buat ni.
Tekat lah ni. Tahu kita ada je lah.
Ada je.
One day in the future kalau ada lah.
InsyaAllah.
Bukan rezeki dalam podcast ni. Maybe some other time. Allah tadi tak boleh apa.
Allah tak nak bagi.
Dia kata next time.
Bukan time dia.
Sebab Adib ada kan. Macam Adib ni slow sikit. Macam kau bagi next time.
Next time dia akan
banyak dia kena hadam ni.
Betul doh. Actually banyak doh aku nak hadam tadi. Banyak doh input kau bagi actually.
Thanks tu.
Because I need that. Sebab sekarang ni macam-macam. Sebab aku target next year aku nak push lagi. Buatlah something doh. Nak buat something.
Maybe tu silap dia. Kau nak push everything at once.
Balik
macam satu benda je yang macam kau rasa macam tak lepas tu benda ni.
Betul.
Sebab aku pernah that time macam aku nak buat podcast ni, at the same time aku nak cari 9 to 5 kan. So macam banyak tu benda aku push. Nak siapkan resume, nak kasi edit video, nak kasi ni, kasi ni.
Kau stress yourself kan.
Banyak sangat.
And then
bila banyak sangat benda, kau susah sebab macam kau siapkan benda ni, kau fikir benda ni pula tak siap, benda ni tak siap. Macam tak apa, lepaskan je lah. Fokus podcast ni dulu. Apa-apa yang datang afterwards.
Faham. Kena ada fokus tu lah.
Memang fokus tu. Start je lah something. One thing je tu. One thing yang aku rasa macam aku akan menyesal kalau aku tak buat benda ni. So aku paling rasa menyesal kalau aku tak buat podcast ni. Itu kau seorang je boleh jawab.
Betul. That's why nak cari jawapan dari Parker pula.
Betul.
Siapa tu?
Aku siapa tu?
Kita punya live kan. Faham tu. Sorry for stressing you out.
No problem.
Tapi tengah kena tu dalam hidup aku sekarang pun, aku macam aku dah buat music kan. Pasal aku rasa macam nak tinggalkan kau tahu. Tapi aku macam aku tahu aku akan menyesal.
Dan itu masalah. Kalau kau rasa kau takkan menyesal, tinggalkan.
Aku tahu aku akan menyesal. And aku rasa lepas ni aku akan lepas ni lah esok ke apa, akan terus meneruskan menulis. Ya, sebab aku tahu kalau aku tinggal ni macam main gitar lah. Kadang-kadang kau main gitar kau dah power, kau tinggal kejap,
betul,
jari kau dah tak betul apa semua kan. So aku rasa aku tak nak benda tu. Aku tak nak macam dah besar nanti macam aku boleh buat music macam ni, aku boleh buat macam ni. So aku tak nak benda tu. Aku dah dapat rasa regret tu sikit-sikit lah. Macam janganlah.
Aku ada soalan kau. Kau tak pernah terfikir just nak buat lagu yang jual kat orang ke?
Maksud kau? Faham. Benda tu ada.
Sebab kau ada masalah perform. Kau jatuh, tapi kau still suka buat lagu,
kau masalah
semua
perform,
tu.
Ya, nak cerita aku.
Aku dah bagi tahu lah.
Aku nak perform depan
ya,
orang
aku tak suka benda tu.
So why not just make killer songs? Just sell it to people.
Ya, betul. Ada benda tu. Cuma masalahnya adalah bila aku benda ni pernah jadi, which is aku nak buat satu lagu untuk orang. Aku try buat dengan satu team ni, tapi dia tak jadi tau. Aku tak tahu kenapa. Macam bukan lagu aku tu kot.
Dan kenapa tak buat seorang?
That's why lah aku cuba untuk mencari something, and aku cuba untuk belajar untuk macam mana nak produce sendiri. Sebab kalau tak, aku kena jumpa orang untuk produce. Aku tak suka jumpa orang.
Faham.
So macam benda banyak yang aku macam aduh tak boleh.
Okay, mana part yang kau paling struggle sekarang ni, producing your own song?
Yes, aku nak produce sendiri lah.
Kenapa kau tak just run and kau takut nak jumpa orang? Out of all the people that you met yang pernah produce lagu apa semua tu, kenapa tak pernah reach out to them?
Yang tu pun
ni someone old lah kalau tak nak someone new.
Satu lagi adalah duit. Kau kena keluarkan duit untuk membuat
tapi
satu
kalau
lagu.
korang dua start off something fresh, and kau cari someone yang fresh juga, rasa lepas je.
Betul, aku setuju.
And then you guys can work out a deal.
Betul. Tapi itulah, kepada siapa kat luar tu yang boleh buat beat,
hantarkan resume anda ke email akan tetap di bawah ni.
Bagi aku banyak sebenarnya. Kalau ikutkan memang banyak jalan aku sebenarnya. Tapi
aku pun rasa macam tu banyak tak?
Aku nak bergerak tu dengan perasaan takut fail, takut orang judge, takut ni. Macam sekarang ni aku tengah slow buang benda tu. So aku start untuk macam before this aku start tengok komen siapa, aku macam aku tinggalkan benda tu sikit-sikit. Now aku tahu badan aku nak buat benda ni. So InsyaAllah akan keluar.
Okay, alright.
Doa-doakan je. Sebab benda ni memang aku suka dari dulu. Aku suka sangat music.
Tinggalkan memang it's not in your blood tu, tinggalkan benda ni.
Sebab macam kau light up lah bila guest kita pernah buat lagu, and kau cakap pasal lagu tu, macam kau light up tau. That's when kau cakap the most.
Faham?
So macam
betul.
So macam if you feel like you can't perform apa semua tu, tapi kau boleh prove yang kau boleh make like catchy songs apa semua tu, and you just give it a try lah. Try to make one sample at least. Mampus lah shitty apa semua tu, and then just tengok lah orang punya respon macam mana.
Betul. Ya, sebab dulu pun aku plan nak buat lagu untuk orang apa, sebab aku tak nak perform kan. Just buat lagu untuk orang. Tapi itulah, dengar ada perasaan macam aku buat ni orang judge macam mana, aku buat ni orang tu tak suka macam mana.
Memang
benda betul tu.
Berat.
Kau kena faham daripada POV aku, di mana aku memang dulu aku ambil berat sangat benda tu. Orang nak cakap apa pasal aku ni.
Betul.
So benda tu macam sangat-sangat berat untuk aku just mampus lah. Aku mampus lah aku tu.
Yes.
Berat tu.
Berat.
Tapi sekarang aku try untuk cuba orang kata apa, angkat diri aku yang tinggi lah. Tak kisah orang cakap apa, tapi ini aku punya. Ini aku apa yang aku nak buat. So aku pandang tinggi pada aku punya art tu. So aku takkan rasa walaupun orang tu kau tak faham, mungkin kau tak faham, tapi ini yang aku nak buat. Macam tu lah.
Kau bodoh tak faham nak buat macam mana.
Betul. Sebab tu aku ada
betul. Dia ada hard terus lah. Kau pernah dengar kau test tu macam imposter syndrome ke? Kan? Macam mana? Imposter syndrome tak benda tu? Kau macam kau rasa macam orang dengar lagu kau, dia akan judge lagu kau macam tu. Macam itu kira imposter syndrome lah. Kan?
Faham?
Sebab aku pernah cakap yang tu kat member aku seorang ni kak. Dia cakap macam cerita-cerita macam tu semua tu, dia cakap kau ada imposter syndrome, and then kau akan cakap kau yang cakap lah, bukan kot.
Aku kot.
Seorang lagi dia macam dia cakap dia bagi aku keyword dia macam kau gempak sangat ke nak ada imposter syndrome.
Damn.
Dia bagi aku macam tu, macam betul juga tu.
Faham.
Aku tak gempak tu, aku buat je lah. Kau faham tak? To have that kind of macam aku ni tak gempak tak, no. Kau buat je.
Faham.
Kau faham tak? Yeah. So dia trigger aku untuk gunakan marah aku tu macam aku tak gempak tu, mampus lah, aku buat lah. Faham tak? Kau bayangkan tu, banding tu dengan Faz Ahmad. Faz Ahmad tu. Kau tengok lah konten. No offense to Faz Ahmad lah, but
Faz Ahmad rapper number 1.
Number 1 in world,
bro.
Ya doh.
Lagu dia Faz, bro.
I'm not your target crowd. I'm not your target audience.
Tapi kau tengok macam mana crowd, tak tahulah troll ke apa, tapi diorang just support secara langsung, and dia perform dekat Meletup, kau tahu.
Betul.
Faz Ahmad tu.
Look, no matter what pun kan, in the end of the day kan, there will be someone that like your shit. For whatever reason, they will like your shit.
Betul, aku setuju.
Betul doh.
Yeah.
So for some reason kita cuma nampak yang that bad shit je. Yang orang yang sokong kita Sorry dok, aku nampak yang orang kutuk
Kau,
aku ni.
kau tengah marah ni, padahal orang tengah sorak dengan kau.
Ya
doh.
Kau faham tak? Dalam 1000 orang yang sorak untuk engkau, seorang tu je yang macam faham tak, negatif, tapi kita nak layan dia. So who are we doh untuk macam mampus kau, aku nak entertain orang yang 1000 orang ni. Kau faham tak? So that's why.
So this is one thing yang aku sedar tahun ni kan. Aku benci diri aku lah. Aku benci ulang balik the same problem 5 times. Aku benci ulang balik. Kalau aku dah ulang kali pertama, kali kedua, kali ketiga aku tak bergerak, tak buat apa, kali keempat, kali kelima aku dah ulang benda the same problem like 5 times dah macam okay, tu limit. Dah limit dah. Bila aku nak bergerak? Bila aku nak bergerak ni? So let's say macam for example macam aku takut orang nak kata apa, takut orang nak apa. 5 kali aku dah takut dengan orang nak cakap apa.
Aku dah banyak kali tu.
Dah banyak kali dah. So then kalau 5 kali ni dah terbiar, dah sampai kali ke 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, mampus kau. Ni tabiat kau sekarang.
Oh fuck, sorry doh.
Aku maafkan kau.
Babi apa buat? Betul dong.
Tak, aku maafkan kau sebab kau buat ni kat diri kau lah. Punyalah aku sayang kau as a friend, as a brother to my life. And then you're doing this to yourself.
Betul doh.
Sebab ni bukan kali pertama aku dengar influencers complain pasal benda ni. Ni bukan kali pertama aku dengar Harik complain pasal benda ni. Ni bukan kali ke-5, ni bukan kali ke-10 dah. Dah banyak kali. Kita semua dah faham that fear dah.
Faham.
Bro, aku buat video cerita pasal Palestin Israel. Aku ada orang Israel mengamuk dengan aku. Aku tak kisah aku bodoh.
Betul.
Aku tak boleh buat apa kalau kau bodoh. Kalau kau bodoh tak nampak the situation as it is.
Macam tu.
Ya aku tak boleh buat apa.
Faham bro.
Orang yang nak dengar cakap aku lah. Orang yang tak nak lah. Nak buat apa.
Betul. Ya doh.
Keras kepala buat kita.
Fuck.
Bukan dah keras kepala. Dah jadi tabiat.
Ya doh.
Dah jadi tabiat.
You are a metaphor of a line tau. You are between macam orang yang macam keras dengan member dia dengan orang yang macam dia baik dengan member dia. Faham tak?
Moderation is key. Moderation is key bro.
Bro. Pandai lah main between that line kan.
Betul.
Sial tu. Kadang-kadang ayat dia jahat tau, tapi macam betul juga.
Kan.
Dia tak boleh marah.
Kadang-kadang dengan Hakim ni betul. Aku macam ada je benda nak marah, tapi betul doh.
Betul doh.
Kau babi doh, betul doh. Kau memang sial tapi betul.
How doh ni
sebab also in the end ni apa yang aku faham, yang aku understand. Aku tak nak one day bila Allah tanya aku, Hakim, you have your gifts, you buat apa dengan gifts you? Aku tak nak in that position. I just talk to girls and get them to sleep with me. Okay, alright. Neraka kat situ.
Panas
you akan nampak nama awak. Lagi panas lagi betul.
Betul dia actually. You don't want that kan. Death bed satu hal. Ini kat akhirat turning back bro.
Betul. So macam that sense of like ni gift yang Allah dah kasih aku. Macam mana aku guna?
Ya.
Give dia lah.
Betul doh. Yoni Boy dengan Zain pernah cakap benda tu kat aku. Dia time tu dia tengah freestyle ke apa kan. Aku kat situ nak join tapi aku malu. Macam aku cakap malu doh. Kau nak buat apa malu? Tuhan dah bagi dah. Yoni cakap kat aku. Tuhan dah bagi dah, guna doh. Aku macam fuck. Ya doh Yon, aku balik dulu.
Aku kan cerita tak akan ending dia macam
dengan ini sama-sama macam
tengok dah jadi tabiat. Dah jadi tabiat.
Ya doh, betul doh.
Aku sedar Tuhan jumpakan kita dulu.
Ya doh, betul. Aku setuju.
Sebab kita dua ada that problem yang sama. Tapi cuma mental kita berbeza lah. Given lah. Mental aku dengan Arif berbeza. Aku nampak kat situ. Cuma story je sama.
Betul.
Cara kita handle that thing.
Aku dah dengar this one podcast. Cole Sprouse was in it.
Cole Sprouse. Yang dia isap rokok tu.
Ya, bukan yang dia isap rokok tu. This other guy, I think he was like African American, like stone skin, whatever, tan skin, I don't know. So dia ada cakap yang how he hated manifestation. Because orang anggap manifestation tu macam mana people punya understanding of manifestation is, for me as a person yang very religious, I like manifestation. I believe in manifestation. Okay. And here's why. Here's how aku nampak dia seiras ataupun seiring dengan agama Islam. Okay. But let me tell you a little bit more. Where dia kata dia tak suka how people just because they want it, they think somewhere down the line that they're going to get it. Like it doesn't make sense. So aku after aku dengar tu, aku pause and aku try to formulate my own opinion ataupun my own understanding of that lah. And aku setuju dengan some context where aku tak suka orang just manifest and they just nak believe je benda tu. Right, so dia He believe one day this is going to happen to him, this is going to happen to him, this is going to happen to him.
Okay.
So that's a little bit entitled, not gonna lie.
Okay, yes.
Just because you want it doesn't mean you're going to get it. Right? And then it made me remind of the podcast where kita ada dengan Sarah McLubis, where dia ada cakap pasal just because you want it doesn't mean it's going to happen. Usaha kena ada. And it made me rethink about my analogy in life. Where my favorite analogy is that whenever aku doa something daripada Allah dah build half of the bridge. It's my job to build the other half.
Betul.
It's my job to build the other half. So in some cases, or apa aku nak cuba sampaikan ni, is that kau kena think of manifestation as a metaphor where kau dalam kereta and your manifestation is the location yang kau letak dalam kau punya Google Maps. So say kau dalam kereta dah, kau letak Google Maps, I want to make a song. Okay, kau letak je. Tapi kalau kau tak start engine, kau tak bergerak, kau tak even sesat and try to find your way back, kau akan sampai ke kau punya destination?
Betul.
Kau akan sampai ke kau punya manifestations? Kau akan sampai ke doa kau?
Betul.
So kau nak buat apa? One day nanti sampai kat Padang Masya,
Kita kau dalam kereta lagi.
Tak, ataupun kau sampai kat Padang Masya ni macam bila Allah tanya macam, okay, kau buat apa dengan kau punya gifts kan? Tak, saya takut. Macam bapa, out of all of the billions of people yang Tuhan kasih to have talent, kau choose to sorok and tak buat apa dengan talent kau. There's this one beautiful Christian quote tau. I like to take quotes from all types of religion.
Okay.
Tapi this one is like one of the best one, where there are going to be 4 farmers and each of these farmers will get something different. So you will get 4 crops. 4 crops kan. This one will get 3, this one will get 2, this one will get 1. So kau boleh nampak tak, people yang with the 4 crops tu, diorang macam, okay, we can do this. The third one pun sama, the second one pun sama, sampai to the last one. Bila dia dapat 1 crop, tapi dia macam, aku nak buat apa ni, kalau aku make a mistake ni, apa semua tu, apa kejadi apa ni. So dia simpan, dia just tak kacau dia punya crop apa semua tu. And then dia cakap dengan dia punya Tuhan, and then Tuhan kata macam, never mind, give back that crop. Give it back. Because what for? Aku dah kasih kau something, kau tak buat anything with it. Apa baik kasi orang lain? So kau ada gift. Kenapa kau bazirkan gift kau?
Dia manifestkan betul, jadikan nyata. Orang pun sama lah.
Cuma sekarang ni, okay, kau dah nampak someone yang at least like they have done it. So think it in the sense like, okay, what can I do to be a little bit more like him? Macam for example, aku dulu, when I wanted to make myself feel better about being alone, aku fikir pasal kawan aku Ammar. But he has a very strong mental health and mental capacity. No matter what shit is thrown at him. So I asked myself, okay, aku nak buat ni. What would Ammar do? So then aku macam, okay, I'll do it just like Ammar lah. So if you guys feel like I am the right to, ask yourself, what would Hakim do?
Betul.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Not gonna lie, pernah ke aku fikir macam tu.
That's good.
Macam tengah, what would Hakim do? What would Pak do, you know?
Nice. Appreciate it.
So macam you have to be on a certain level of mindset, kau faham tak?
Kau kena try at least. Kau kena bergerak, kau kena jalan, kau.
Some people needs to hear that though. Macam, you know?
Kau kena. Because no one else is going to do it for you. No one else is going to do it for you. Orang semua akan, responsibility aku sebagai kawan nak tegur kawan aku.
Betul.
In the end of the day,
cara tegur pun dah betul dah.
Nah, korang punya end up je nanti. Sebab aku tak boleh jawab untuk korang nanti in the end. Aku tak boleh jawab untuk korang bila korang kat tu nanti.
Betul.
Tak kena try tanya Hakim.
Ni boleh sebentar aku hidup ni. Sebentar aku hidup ni.
Ni dia cerita pasal akhirat nanti. Akhirat nanti kan.
Hakim dah lepas tadi nak tanya dah. Awak ni
boleh tak?
Nak ikut Hakim kat sana.
Kat sana. Panas kan? Depan lagi.
Hakim lain.
Aku masuk bilik aku neraka. Hitler.
Lah tu bilik.
Buat apa ni?
Orang Kedah. Hitler orang Kedah.
Member genocide bro.
Nah, maybe not there lah. Tapi I always like to make those kind of jokes dulu.
Yeah bro, we live on that dark joke bro.
So yeah, macam tu lah.
Bodoh.
Like aku would really love kita macam just see korang do one thing lah. Just one thing. Kalau kau go on your Apple Music tu, just put one drum beat pun aku dah happy lah.
Faham?
Step 1 tu.
One step at a time.
Step 1 tu.
Tak, aku sebenarnya dah step 2 dah.
Nah, which is
patah balik. Aku dah beli laptop, aku beli ni.
That's not step 2.
Aku dah beli laptop, aku dah beli gitar, aku dah beli keyboard. Dah nak buat dah home studio kau tahu setup. Tapi adalah step 3 ialah belajar macam ni nak guna.
Semua step kau salah.
Salah
Semua dulu lagi salah rupanya.
Macam mana step
Step 1 build the habit.
Build the habit tak ada lah.
Step 1 build the habit. Step 2 make your habit much more easier to access.
Faham. Sebab kau kena belajar balik tau.
Step 3 be consistent with your habit.
Betul.
That's why ramai gila orang kat Malaysia nak start a YouTube channel, nak start vlogging apa semua tu, tapi tak pernah konsisten pun. Sebab apa? They never had the habit. Orang fikir once dia orang beli a camera, dah I'm a YouTuber.
Fuck. Itu otak aku Kim jangan cakap kuat dah.
Sebab aku macam tu. Sebab aku macam tu. Beli kamera fikir aku dah YouTuber dah. No. Aku before aku beli aku punya first camera tu, aku make sure aku dah build the habit of making content. Mampus aku ada phone je. Guna je lah. Kau ada apa laptop, kau ada keyboard ke apa semua, build the habit first.
Betul.
Once kau dah build the habit, make your habit much more accessible. Which is beli kamera, beli equipment apa semua tu. So then your habit senang sikit dah flow. And after that, be more consistent with your habit.
Faham. Thanks tu. Benda tu kena buat dulu. Ya
Build the habit first.
Kadang-kadang aku nak buka laptop pun malas.
Sebab habit tu tak ada.
Dia tambah hype dia tu.
Yes. Tak ada, benda tu betul. Betul.
Yelah.
Sama macam orang beli basikal, tiba-tiba apa dia jadi cyclist lah ke sekarang?
Tak doh. Jual balik doh itu.
Jual balik. Sebab tak build the habit.
Shit. Yeah.
Everyone wants to start off by buying fancy equipment apa semua. No, itu step 2. 2 step untuk someone yang dah betul-betul achieve the hardest step, which is building the habit. Kau nak beli protein ke kalau kau gerak gym sekali sebulan?
Tak doh.
Buat apa? Kau beli protein, kau dah apa? Kau dah gym buff lah sekarang.
Betul juga.
You buy running shoes, are you a runner now? No. People always like to buy step 2. Beli the barang. Buying the thing doesn't make you the thing.
Actually aku dah aware satu benda lah. Betul tu. Actually aku buat aku beli barang macam okay now what? Fuck lah. Macam mana gitu?
Betul habit tu.
Build the habit. And then after that it will come naturally. And then make the habit much more accessible. And then repeat. That is
one day benda tu dah tak rasa macam habit dah kan. Macam naturally.
Betul.
Tapi tu yang bagi aku berat doh, to get there. Tapi kena buat je lah kan.
That's why kau try and error. Kau try nak build the habit, susah, tak dapat, kau rasa tak best, lepaskan lah. At least kau dah try.
Tapi aku nak go on.
Kalau kau nak go on, that means kau suka benda tu. Then kau go on. At least bila kau dah try, kau dah tak suka, let it go. So macam aku dengan graphic design. Aku suka, aku try, tak dapat, let it go.
Apply kat tempat lain.
Apply kat tempat lain.
Betul lo actually.
Try, let it go. Try, let it go. Kenapa semua orang fikir macam everyone has this like mentality macam once aku try aku gonna go all out. Just go 11 lagi kau boleh.
I mean kau tak rasa itu macam privilege ke?
Apa?
Kan? To
Which
have
is?
macam to try and then kau suka go lah. Kalau ni let it go. Faham tak? Let it go apa tu privilege lah bagi aku.
Let it go is a privilege that is very accessible yang orang lain tak faham je. They always like to overburden the idea of letting go. Aku tak rasa ke macam kau overburden the idea of letting go. Jadi macam ni tau. Dia ada this fallacy ataupun dia ada this belief. Aku dah buat separuh jalan, takkan aku buat separuh jalan saja ni. Aku nak kena go lagi ni. Tak boleh. Sometimes kau boleh just let go. Let's say kau dah 6 months in a toxic relationship. Kita dah 6 bulan dah, takkan kita nak biarkan macam ni saja.
Betul juga tu.
Let go je. Let go je. Sometimes kau tak boleh put yourself in this trap where macam aku dah try dah ni, aku kena try lagi ni. If it doesn't work out.
Yeah, faham.
If it doesn't work out.
Untuk konteks kita sembang pasal kerja bukan pasal relationship.
Macam
relationship of course I let go man.
Relationship in that context
kalau kerja I think it's a different story.
Okay, it is a different story, but it plays within the same concept where kau faham tak, kau over glorifying your 6 months of effort.
Betul.
You're over glorifying your 6 months of
Just
effort.
gotta let it go man.
Betul. Okay, let's say macam kalau aku dengan Harid, kita orang buat kita punya podcast ni, tak ada sambutan, kita orang dua both tak suka, tak enjoy. Kalau kita nak let it go, kita let it go lah.
Betul.
Kita boleh jual ada barang apa semua. It's not a it's not a permanent marker on a whiteboard tau.
I like that metaphor.
Tweet that shit.
Boleh ubah, boleh change apa semua tu. You can change over time though. Like chill lah. Like kenapa kita orang have this mindset macam okay, sekali dah aku dah guna, aku nak go lah je, tak ada masalah. Kalau sedar somewhere along the line, it's not for me. Tapi at least you were brave enough to give it a try.
Betul. Ya, mungkin pada masa tu pun bukan the right timing ke. Cuba benda lain, jumpa balik benda tu, macam aku dah pernah buat ni, dah tahu dah. Right timing baru go.
Especially that for an overthinker, the right timing tu kadang-kadang bugs me out juga tau.
Right timing, fikir macam ni, doesn't fucking exist. Right timing is not for you to control pun. It's not for you to control pun.
Betul doh, semua tu kerja Tuhan doh. Kita siapa doh nak time buat benda
boleh cakap benda tu kalau berjaya je. Time tu right timing lah, aku on.
Dude, honestly, kalau aku one day aku 40, aku decided to stop doing podcast and aku nak start painting apa semua tu, and aku enjoy it and aku do it, tiba-tiba painting aku berjaya, isn't that right timing? Aku nak start painting now, tak boleh sebab aku tak ada duit, tak ada ni apa semua tu ni. Okay, probably not. Tapi tak apa, aku make the podcast, low maintenance, boleh buat, generate some income. And then one day in the future aku nak pursue painting, boleh. Aku just keep saying maybe it's not for 26-year-old Hakim. You know?
For the 40-year-old Hakim.
40-year-old Hakim, 50-year-old Hakim. Masa banyak lagi. Banyak in a sense where macam kau tak perlu nak pressure sangat diri kau, tapi also masa sikit where kau tak macam lenggangkan diri kau. Middle ground. Middle
Parker.
Yeah, middle ground. So macam in your sense, you just build the habit. Kau main lah piano tu every day, 1-2 notes every single day. Just turn it on.
Aku beli keyboard tapi kat Fix kan, kau tahu tak?
Asal dia nak buat lagu tak?
Okay, cerita pasal Fix. Fix pun cakap, aku nak try lah. Aku tanya dia, macam mana Fix? Aku tak buat lah.
Sama.
Nak ada barang, tapi building habit.
Fix, ulang balik video ni, kau tengok balik. Masalah kau sama macam masalah kita.
Betul.
So just start je main gitar, buat je 2 beat, record apa semua tu. And then start tunjuk sikit kat orang. Buat je tu. Step 1 tu.
Habit tu lah.
Ya, dia nampak berat sebab tu je. Aku cakap pun macam senang lah.
Ya, kau boleh gagas 1,000,000 kali tu. Kau kena berjaya sekali je.
Betul. You do. Fuck.
People always forget that. Aku lupa selalu benda tu. Sekali je. Gagal sekali tak masuk gagal selamanya.
Gagal 2 kali pun tak gagal selamanya.
Memang cliche shit lah yang cakap macam tu. Tapi betul tu. Kau gagal, you have to fall in love with the failure. Kau faham tak? Kau gagal.
That's why aku tanya korang takut tak gagal?
Betul. Balik ke soalan tadi. Betul tu.
Aku okay tu dengan gagal. Aku boleh terima. Kalau gagal.
Kau kena gagal.
Ya.
To be fair kan, kalau kau go in with the mindset of bukan macam kau akan gagal. Jangan go with the mindset macam aku gagal ni apa semua ni. Kau go in with the mindset ni if tak sabar nak learn something new. Senang hidup
sebab
kau.
Aku rasa kan, sebab kita dah bukanlah berumur, maksudnya it goes with age. Sebab kita dah dalam umur kita di mana macam it's hard to try something new.
Also tak ramai orang suka gagal. Korang janganlah punish diri korang sangat, because aku pun tak suka gagal. Tapi kena hadap je lah.
Betul lah.
Banyak benda kita tak suka, tapi kena hadap. Sama macam makan ubat, tak sedap tapi kena.
Betul.
The hard pill to swallow.
Tak sedap tapi kena. Macam aku kalau main tournament ke apa semua tu kan, there are gonna be moments where aku gagal. Macam aku tengok, last week I was doing well, kenapa this week aku gagal?
Kenapa this week lain?
Pengah.
Then we overthink it. Macam
tak ke best kan? Macam tak ke korang pernah terfikir macam gagal ni kan, failing is the only way for you to learn something tau.
Gitu.
So
betul.
Kau tried something, Allah said no, but not in a sense where out of spite ataupun out of hatred. Allah said no out of love, kata macam Kim,
not for you.
No, cuba rethink about that.
Shit doh. Jangan doh.
Faham?
Along the line, man. Somewhere along the line.
Yeah.
Betul.
So kau dah cuba, contoh aku make kau dah try buat lagu, kau tak suka perform ke apa semua tu, tapi you love the process of making a song.
Betul.
Maybe tu apa yang Allah nak sampaikan. Maybe kau boleh buat lagu, kau buat lagu pun after royalty pun masuk, senang. Kau tak payah perform, kau happy tengok orang lain perform. You get to shine through your songs, your lyrics, your thoughts.
Betul.
Fuck. Itu yang sebenarnya aku nak sampaikan.
Have that gift tapi tak nak pakai. Kau bukan merugikan diri kau sangat. I mean of course kau merugikan diri kau, tapi you also robbing away the experience that anyone could have felt.
Ya tu, betul tu.
Faham tak? Fuck tu.
Yeah.
Boleh tu.
Betul tu, boleh.
Kau buat, aku buat Rik. Come on.
Tengok tu, tak boleh. Aku buat.
Boleh.
Kau buat.
Regardless Adib bergerak ke tak bergerak, kau kena bergerak je.
Dia macam habit game. Main game.
Kau boleh.
Habit tabil.
Kena betul lah, kena habit tu lah. Aku rasa aku miss lah benda tu kan.
Betul.
Macam ada perasaan je, tapi kau tak buat tau. Ada perasaan macam, oh ni boleh ni. Kau dah plan, okay aku nak buat lagu macam ni nak weh.
Macam kau jaga anak kau. Start off dengan habit kan.
Ya betul tu. Betul.
Kau build the habit of taking care of your son kan. Time first mana kau pernah ada before this kan.
Ya tu, betul.
Damn bro.
Betul.
Then kau build the habit of waking up early, to spend time, apa semua tu, to cari nafkah.
Betul.
And then after that you made all of that a little bit more accessible. So kau pernah buat. It's the same formula bro. Cuma just apply in different fields.
Betul. Fuck. Ya tu. RM5 nak kena bayar ni babi.
Nanti aku send tu. Nanti aku tu. And kau pun sama. Macam in the sense where, okay, let's say kalau kau tak suka make your own content pun, tak apalah. You like making content with your friends kan.
Produce
Produce macam mana?
Produce content lah for people.
Okay macam tu lah.
Tak, Adib, sumpah aku cakap, kalau kau walaupun kau keluarkan satu video setahun ke, tapi video kau jadi tau. Ingat tak kau keluar video tiba-tiba masa PKP tu, yang pasal kucing main lampu tu. Gila babi tu. Macam tiba-tiba je dia dah lama tak keluar video, tiba-tiba dia keluar video meletup. Macam dia ni ada otak macam aku punya POV di mana macam asal tak guna tu Dip. Kau power tu.
Selagi banyak kau bengang Adib, patut bengang diri
sendiri
juga.
Aku tengah transfer balik aku. Macam fast aku tak buat.
Kau pun macam bengang dia ada
talent. Aku
nampak
aku yang tengah marah aku.
Kau bengang dia sebab dia ada talent, dia tak guna kan. That's how Harid feel dengan kau. Kau ada talent kau tak guna.
Ya tu. Music pun tu. Power pun dia buat music.
Saya tengok, it's a talent I can never appreciate because you never put it out there.
Aku tak belajar sajak tau. Dulu aku bukan tak minat. Macam aku bukannya belajar sastra dulu. Tapi macam for some reason macam I want to do it, and then benda tu just comes naturally. Buat ayat, buat lirik, buat semua tu macam.
Then one thing, sorry to say, maybe kau tak discipline enough. Kau rely on motivation to keep you going.
Kita pernah borak pasal benda tu kan. Sebab I never understand discipline, I only understand motivation. Which is motivation tu datang sekejap and then hilang. Battery tu macam habis lah.
Dia naik je.
Dia padam.
Betul. Kau fikir aku boleh jaga 5 waktu aku just because aku motivated? Tak bro.
Disiplin.
Aku disiplin je tu. Tu je tu. Aku just tahu ini apa aku patut buat untuk Allah.
That's the keyword. Keyword hari ni is discipline guys.
Disiplin, jangan takut, build habit.
3 tu.
Okay.
Betul.
Jangan lupa benda tu pertanam dalam otak aku. Okay, aku nak tanam ni.
Betul, aku kena buat lah.
Sebab benih aku lain tau sebelum ni. Benih aku is something dark, something weird. Faham tak? Macam
drive into that kalau kau suka. Dive into that lah kalau kau suka.
Benih maksud kau?
Benih macam yang aku tanam lah. Faham tak? As I'm growing up. I dove into that. So macam,
why don't use that as a form to express your content or through your music?
Betul.
It's there.
Aku boleh gunakan tu sebagai inspiration aku kalau nak buat lirik ke. Boleh.
Tapi jangan sembang je lah.
Jangan sembang lah. Tak sembang.
Jangan sembang je lah. So aku dah banyak kali borak dengan orang, dia just sembang je. That's why bila orang cakap dia nak buat macam tu kan, okay. So Hakim main nak buat podcast hari ni, okay.
Hakim garang kan?
Garang.
Tapi kena ada tu.
Betul. Orang cakap kena ada. Last time kita buat ni masa open house tu kan. So macam fuck, tak buat apa tu. Sorry, abang kita dia. Boleh bagi tahu dia je. Sebab dia marah aku. Marah je tu. I give you that card. Faham tak? Aku bagi tu special Kau seorang je ada.
Aku tak ada.
Kau tak ada?
Kau tak
Kau dah pakai tadi.
Oh ya.
Kau bagi marker. Kau bagi marker.
Aku tak perlu nak marah anyone yang anak marah diri dia sendiri.
Dah. But man, to be fair, aku banyak kali marah diri sendiri But I never listen to myself.
Then maybe sebab kau marah, kau tak nak dengar cakap kau. Kau baik sikit dengan diri kau. Boleh je.
Betul.
Macam okay, hari ni kan, patutnya this week aku keluarkan satu reel, and I had this reel for the longest time. It's supposed to be like for our 1 year anniversary apa semua. Tapi banyak kerja. And then last week pun aku banyak kerja. Jadi macam apa Hakim? Lah, you deserve it apa. Banyak apa kau buat. Okay betul ke? Okay alright. Tapi idea tu still ada kan? Ada. Still nak buat tak? Still. Okay, at least buat sikit somewhere halfway boleh tak Hakim? Boleh?
Damn. Itu yang tak ada siang punya.
Kenapa orang selalu ini extreme macam extreme, terlalu empathetic with diri dia sampai dia tak bergerak, terlalu kejam dengan diri dia sampai dia takut nak bergerak.
There's no in between.
Mana in between yang everyone patut ada tu?
Pak, aku nak tumbuk dia pakai. Tak lah. Betul, you make so much sense.
Mana that in between that everyone should have? You really should have an in between.
Maybe that's why we need to be alone and think about that. Faham tak? Macam so that's where you are wrong. That's where you salah jalan and salah step, you know. And rethink balik.
Betul.
Tapi untuk kita overthinker ni susah juga tu. Kadang-kadang kita overthinking pula.
Susah. Tapi tak mustahil.
So untuk orang overthinker kat luar sana tu, just go easy on yourself.
Aku kena belajar sikit lah, a bit more compassionate. Aku ingat apa dah cakap.
Dah hujung.
Aku ingat. Alhamdulillah korang dapat juga. Okay. Especially when it comes to like macam the voices in our head, apa semua tu, and how we are talking to ourselves, apa semua tu. Kita go back. Okay.
Cepat sebelum hilang.
Aku dah belajar ni daripada someone, again another priest, talking about Christianity apa semua tu kan. But I love it. Aku rasa dia boleh apply to Islam, Hinduism, any religion lah. Okay, so the quote is very simple. Alright, I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Let's say kau dengan Podol kan. Kau dengan Podol, you guys always text with each other apa semua tu kan. So you know how Podol speaks. Right?
Yeah.
Sebab kau dah with Podol for a very long time. So kau kenal dia, truly kenal dia. Let's say one day Harid ambil phone Podol. Okay, and then dia text kau. Kau akan nampak tak ada difference?
Nampak.
Kau akan nampak kan the difference kan? Okay, so sekarang ni, macam mana kau nak bezakan the devil's words inside of your head and Allah punya words ataupun God's words inside of your head, when you don't truly know Allah, when you don't truly know God?
Faham.
Because if you betul-betul faham and you betul-betul study Allah kan, Allah dah lama dah cakap, I am what you think I am. If you think I am a provider, I will be a provider for you. If you think that I am a punisher, I will be a punisher for you. Dia sama in the sense macam kalau let's say kau tinggal solat, mana kau akan fikir? Okay, kau tinggal solat and then kau pergi interview, kau tak dapat the job. Kau akan fikir, Allah punish me because I'm not praying. Ataupun Allah is protecting me and guiding me for something. Dia dua boleh, tapi Allah give you the option. How do you want to see me, your God? You think Allah is so insecure that He needs your validation ke apa semua? He knows what He is.
Betul.
Which one do you want Him to be?
Damn.
How much do you know Him? Sampai when you hear horrible voices in your head, macam mana kau nak bezakan itu Allah tengah cakap dengan kau ataupun syaitan tengah cakap dengan kau?
Kan.
Kalau kau tak kenal Allah, kalau kau tak kenal Luqman, kau tak tahu Harid yang tengah text kau. Kalau kau tak kenal Allah, kau tak tahu the voices in your head datang pada dia ataupun datang pada tu.
Betul.
Kalau kau believe that truly Allah want the best for you, everything you hear yang negatif, kau tahu ni bukan daripada Allah.
Betul.
Ni syaitan je tengah kacau otak aku.
Sebab aku baru discover benda tu tahun ni tau. Sebab benda tu sebab growing up kan macam tu kan. Macam teruknya Allah punishing me. Tapi in the end dia macam faham, it depends on your perspective.
On you.
You.
Itulah punya bestnya jadi manusia. One of the main reasons best jadi manusia is that kau boleh decide Allah ni siapa bagi kau. Kalau kau believe Allah tak sayang kau and Allah nak punish kau, okay lah. Punish kau. I'm a punisher. If you think Allah loves you kan, senang je hidup kau. Tenang je hidup kau.
Sebab baru sekarang aku fikir macam bila aku terfikir nanti kan aku sengih. Tersenyum. Kau faham tak? Sebab sebelum ni aku fikir macam benda ni. But sekarang lah baru aku fikir macam well, even if it's like dia macam punishing me something like that, aku macam okay, faham.
Ada yang lagi best lepas
kau
ni.
faham tak?
Ada satu ustaz ni pernah cakap yang apa ni, whatever is given to you, only you decide if it's a punishment for you. You can decide if it's a lesson for you. You can decide it's just something bad that happened to you. But in the end of the day, it's always us humans yang always overstress ourselves, over punish ourselves and keep thinking that what we did was a punishment. It could have just been a mistake. It could have just been a learning point. It could have just been something just to prepare you for in the future. But because you over punish yourself,
kau tak nampak dia.
tak nampak everything, you just see everything as a punishment je.
It blinded you though.
Blinded you.
Damn.
Fucker.
That's why this year macam after aku dah belajar and everything semua, aku nak kenali Allah siapa Allah.
Betul.
And then aku learn all these wonderful things yang datang to my feed, datang to my FYP dan apa semua. Dan aku sedar macam, banyak saya soalan aku terjawab. Macam selama ni, macam mana aku nak jumpa benda tu? Kalau aku tak build a habit of praying, kalau aku tak consistent, kalau aku tak make that habit a little bit easier, kalau aku tak mencari, aku kata aku nak dekat dengan Allah. Takkan aku duduk je dalam kereta aku, tak tekan the gas pedal, aku cari.
Niat kan?
And Allah tak marah pun kalau kau doubt him, ataupun kalau kau tu. Islam menggalakkan kau tanya. Menggalakkan kau tanya.
Kan?
There's nothing wrong with you being curious. Kau kena faham Allah is not insecure.
Tapi datang juga dari manusia yang cakap, Allah tak nak macam tu, Allah tak suka macam tu, Allah murkai kau. Macam kalau dia nak murka pun murka lah. Kita ni manusia doh. That's what we want people to understand. Manusia, we make mistakes.
Betul.
Tapi kita buat mistake satu je yang orang nampak dia lah. Orang tu yang akan condemn kita. Kau bodoh, kau tak boleh buat macam tu. Silap lah, sorry lah, tak payah condemn, especially if it comes from the people you love tau. So
orang yang condemn dia punya ni basically dia privilege sebab Allah masih tengah tutup aib dia je. Itu je.
Oh man.
Itu je. Aku ni pun tak berani nak cakap pasal orang because aku tahu Allah just tengah tutup aib aku je. Itu je. So tak ada cakap apa. Orang lain nak cakap pasal orang lain, lantak korang lah. Lantak korang. Aku kata go, orang tak dengar, up to you.
Sebab semua manusia ada masalah, ada masalah. Semua orang ada masalah.
Just don't tend to buat jadi playing God, you know.
So in the end of the day, if there's anything to learn in this episode, tahulah, bezakanlah suara Allah, the words from Allah and the words from the devil. Itu akan tolong kau punya mental peace banyak gila. Second, be disciplined. 3, be excited to learn something new, which is basically failing. And then ataupun you can also learn something good from success. Tapi most of it is from failure lah. Most of it yang kau ingat. And then lastly, before you build something new, build the habit first.
Betul.
Itu je.
Banyak doh. Aku patut tulis benda ni. Macam siapa yang
kau boleh dengar balik.
Dengar balik bang.
Let's go.
Ni bukan lepak mamak bodoh.
Bukan lepak mamak. Bukan. It's been so delightful. Aku appreciate sangat-sangat. Sebab wow, every time lepak kat sini memang always macam pergi kelas lah. Bukan kelas yang kita tak nak pergi kelas, tak nak. Soalnya literally macam nak pergi kelas ni.
Faham. Alhamdulillah.
Betul. So far I'm looking at the progress of Borak Space. So it's been good dengar cerita.
Alhamdulillah.
Congrats on you guys though.
Thanks you.
51 episode is not little though. Season 2
Season 2 tu.
Season 3 lagi.
Ya tu. Let's go.
Congrats lah korang.
Thank you. Alhamdulillah we made it this far.
Betul.
Thank you also to you guys also for tuning in and coming to the podcast.
Thank you though Parker for coming in today.
Hey, no problem. No. Nanti aku send quotation again. Okay, alright guys. We'll see you guys. Kita orang actually sampai hujung ni. Dah 2 jam ni.
2 jam bro. So you wanted
ni.
more kan. So macam kita dapat more, terlebih pula tu. So macam thank you so much.
Betul. So you guys just stay tuned for the merch that's probably going to come out. Aku tak tahu lagi bila akan sampai. Tapi maybe January lah.
InsyaAllah
January masuk. And we appreciate your support and we appreciate you tuning in. We hope that we've given to you more than what you could give to us.
Betul.
Alright. Okay. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you guys.
See you guys next Sunday at 8 p.m. Ciao. Bye bye.
Ciao.
There you go.
Okay.
Disgusting. Nak kencing.